The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 236, being recorded on December the 15th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by Gunny Chief from the West Coast, the best coast, my friend Henley Merrill. Welcome back.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I'll put a jacket on. How are you, everybody? Good evening. Good morning.
Don't dare you offend nobody. How dare you?
Strike that from the record.
And from Michigan, 8 miles, somewhere in the trailer park, Eric Smith, St. Nicholas is back. Welcome back, Eric.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
I used to live in a trailer park.
Was it an 8-mile trailer park?
Nah, I don't think I could survive there. Heck no.
Eric was cruising through the nursery earlier.
He was.
With his Skype on his phone.
It was pretty scary. I was scared.
I was like, it's so dark.
Why?
It felt very dangerous what you were doing.
Oh, I was
driving
on my
with
phone
one
while
hand
driving.
and the other hand
with
your phone.
I felt threatened.
Dude, it sucks now. Being like, it's freaking so dark early. Like,
Dude,
5
it
o'clock.
is.
It's
like
freaking dark.
right now it's 5:53.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Like I want to go to bed like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Like, I don't know if I'm either depressed or just tired because there's no light.
No, I totally agree with you, man. And especially living like, I'm pretty sure, and you live like in a little town. And I do live in a little small town here. And every time I'm driving either to work or, go somewhere, I usually have to drive on these highways or these back roads. And there's no fucking lights. There's no fucking street lights. So, It's pitch black. And it's pouring rain half the time here. And it's just pitch black, pouring rain and fog. And,
oh, dude,
damn.
We had some thick fog yesterday,
yeah, man.
Like,
it's horrible.
It made me think that the power was out because I couldn't see anything, dude.
It sucks.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it sucks driving around here, man. When all you see is like whatever's in front of you with your headlights. That's all you see. Like,
You guys drive with your brights on or off?
Usually off. If I'm on a back road though, and I know there's like no cars around me, I'll turn them on. But
right.
I usually keep them down because I've been pulled over before for driving with them on. Cop pulled me over once.
Especially like with the fog. Like if you turn them on, it's like even more blinding.
Yeah, in the fog, you're not supposed to put them on. Don't drive with your high beams on in the fog, people. You're not supposed to have them on.
Be safe out there.
Makes you more blind. More blind.
Yeah, it's like that in the morning here.
That's right. Anyways, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the complaining about it's dark early outside.
Let us know if it gets dark in your area at a certain time.
Let us know.
Maybe you take the bus. Let us know. It doesn't matter.
Do you take Uber
Uber.
or Lyft?
Yes.
Yeah. Uber or Lyft. Or what's the scooter companies called? Ride, Bird. There's Ride, there's Bird. A bunch of scooter companies are up here in Portland now.
They have those, now they have a few in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Not that I visit there very often, but it's not too far from me. But I know the city rejects some of them.
No, see, in Portland, they got rid of them because it was supposed to be a test market, right? So then they tested them. But you know what happened? All the people started throwing the scooters into the river. So like,
I heard about that.
No, people were pissed because they were like, all these scooters are ending up inside the river. So like, what the fuck do we have these scooters in our city for? All you're gonna do is throw them into the river. Like, we don't want these things here.
I live near Michigan State University, and those things are all over, dude. Yeah. And people just leave them there. They just you're done, you drop them. They don't care where they drop them.
People just cruising them around, looking for
they
cans.
can't. They can't use them because they have to like get a card first to use them.
Yeah.
So they're not going to get stolen. I mean, they could for like parts and stuff, but I think there's also a tracker on them too.
There's a tracker on them. They have like GPS on them or whatever. But yeah, they keep finding them in the rivers. People keep throwing them at the waterfront.
Yeah. I wonder, I'm trying to plan a trip to go to Chicago with my wife, and we're going to take like a train and whatnot, and I wonder if those things will be all over.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, big city will. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Have you seen the video of the chick, like the older chick, riding on a scooter, and she's right in the middle of the road, and all of a sudden she face plants in the road?
I retweeted that too, Eric.
You saw that?
It said, help her become viral. It's like
Scooter Sally or something like that.
Scooter Sally?
Scooter Sally.
Scooter Sally?
Oh,
Yeah, I think so. Scooter Susan or something like that.
They gave her a name?
Yeah, they're like hashtag Scooter Sally. Get her going viral or something like that.
Did you see that motorcycle cop? He was like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then he just keeps going. He's like, all right, well, she's got it handled.
Damn. That's fucked up. The cop was supposed to go help her. What the hell?
Nah, dude.
Man.
So I think we just rebranded this whole show. We just talk about our days and
talk about where we live, what goes on, what we see in our cities, and
complain about the dark
and it's pretty cold outside and offend people, and it's cool.
We don't talk about video games anymore.
This isn't a video game podcast. What are you tuning in for? How dare you?
Horrible people podcast.
Yeah, that's the new show, guys. Surprise.
Anyways, people, you can follow us on Twitter at _horriblegamers. Leave us a review on iTunes, Google Play, and all that stuff. We would really appreciate it. Support the show, help the show. Tell your friends about us and your family and all that good stuff. Mostly your friends. I don't know if I would tell your family. That seems like a bad topic of conversation to bring up during Christmas dinner or the Christmas party. Like, oh, I listened to this podcast, guys. Like, yeah, they're going to be like, what the fuck, you fucking nerd? Get the fuck out of here.
Nerd.
You don't want to bring that up.
If you have like one of those Bluetooth speakers, put it on the dining table.
No, if you have Alexa, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play the Horrible Gamers podcast, and she'll play the latest episode. So
really? I'm going to try that after the show.
Do it. You do it, Gunny. It'll play the latest episode for you that she has on TuneIn Radio. She'll be like, oh, I'm playing the Horrible Gamers podcast from TuneIn, and then it'll start playing. Also, if you own a car that has TuneIn Radio built in, find us. We're there. So, yeah. Woo! Anyways, follow us on Facebook as well. Horrible Gamers is our page. Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. It's our group. It's a closed group, so anything you post in the group can be visible by other people outside of the group. And, email feedback at horriblegamers.com. And I want to give a huge shout out to our Patreons. Patreon.com/horriblegamers this month. Jonathan Hall, Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Clint Thiel, Dirty Bites, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, and Nathan Malice. Thank you guys for being Patreons. I really, really appreciate you, fellas. All of you. And, yeah. Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twisted. It's called Breakout. And our outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owl, so go check them out where you can find music. Anyways, let's get talking about video games, guys. Video games!
Video games!
I played a game this week. You played games this week. Let's talk about them. First game I played this week.
Fine.
Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 has gotten the new update for Tides of War. I talked about this last week. So now I've been playing more of that. But recently, there's been a big, huge uproar about Battlefield 5 because DICE went ahead and they did a bunch of balancing on the weapons. So, effectively what they did was increase the time to kill for everything. So, like, every single weapon now kind of sucks. And people are fucking pissed. People are going off on them on Twitter, on Reddit. They're complaining to them officially on their EA forums or whatever. People are pissed, man. Personally, I don't care. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'll get used to playing with these guns the way they feel now or whatever.
Do you know when this update happened? Because
it happened this week. Earlier this week on Monday or Tuesday.
And it felt the same.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday it happened. One of those days. But it definitely went out and is live. And then DICE has said that they're listening to the feedback. But you can find plenty of videos on YouTube. All the fucking YouTubers are like, oh, this sucks now. I fucking hate Battlefield. Fuck Battlefield. All the Twitch streamers are complaining on YouTube saying they suck at it now. You just suck. How about that, huh?
Right. Yeah. Get good.
Yeah.
Get good, bro. Anyways,
get good, bro. Hashtag get good, bro.
They're complaining. Everyone's complaining. Personally, like I said, I don't really care. They've always done this. Every single shooting game does this. I don't get why just DICE is getting all the hate right now. Every game does it. Call of Duty does it every fucking day, dude. They balance their game all the time. Yet, you don't see the backlash that DICE is getting right now. And I wonder if it's because EA owns them and EA kind of, makes the game or whatever. I wonder if that's what's causing the backlash or if it's genuinely like people really are noticing a difference. Because I don't notice much of a difference. They say it takes now one more bullet from the sniper rifle to kill people. It takes like one more bullet from an SMG to kill people. It takes one more bullet from like pretty much every gun to kill people.
Good, because I'm getting tired of dying from those.
So like
the snipers.
So like so people are complaining, man, and now I'm like whatever. Anyways, I'll continue playing the game and I have lots of fun with it. I haven't played the new campaign yet, which I hear is really fun, so I want to check that out. But I have played on the new maps, and there's a new map that's really really big. It's so big that it takes you like 2 minutes to run across the map to get to an objective. It takes forever. And you spawn like in the middle of a field somewhere, and you have to run like 500 meters to get to a fucking objective. And then the next objective is like 400 meters away, and then the next one's like 500 meters away. They're so spread out. They're kind of spread out like in twos. So there's two over here, there's two over here, they're closer together, there's two over here, they're close. But between those three, they're like 800 meters apart, 700 meters apart.
Well, hopefully you're getting more vehicles or some vehicles in between.
There is a lot more tanks in that map. There's probably, instead of having one tank being spawned in, there's like 3. But I mean, as soon as the tank gets blown up, it takes like 4 minutes for one to spawn, or 3 minutes or something for one to spawn back in. So it takes forever for one to spawn back in. And it just seems like the map is way too big for what they're trying to achieve there. I get it, you have way more vehicles in the map, you have way more tanks, but it still feels kind of crazy to have a map that big in the game.
Right. That's what I never liked about some of the Battlefields. I think even, was it 3 or whatever, where it's like, I don't want to take 2 minutes to run across the map.
It takes forever, man. It's like, and then you get there and like something will blow you up. Or like, or you get there and you realize that you're the only person there of your team because your whole team went the other way. And you're the only one that went for this one objective, and everybody went for the other one, and now you're stuck here trying to cap one objective by yourself, and you see the little markers ticking up, and all of a sudden it stops, and it starts going back down right away, and you realize real quick you're surrounded by a whole enemy team because they all went there, and it's like, that's a shitty feeling, because you know you're going to die, no matter what. You might take 1 or 2 or 3 guys out, but they're going to find out where you're at because there's no suppressors in the game. So they're going to find out which building you're shooting from, and they're going to just blow up the building or kill you, So that happened, the other day. And I had fun playing it, but that map's a little too big, DICE. Maybe lower the map size, I guess. I don't know. Add more vehicles, more
or
Jeeps.
How about,
add more Jeeps to the map or something.
Yeah, maybe place them...
Place them on the road. Just fucking place Jeeps on every objective. Like, place 2 Jeeps on every objective so I could get in a damn car and just drive where I'm going, Like, I don't want to run across a damn map. It was shitty running across the whole map. That's all I have to say.
I think the other ones were perfectly sized for what it,
Yeah, the other ones are pretty good. Yeah, they're not huge and they're not too small and they feel very well balanced. But this new map is just way too big. Anyways.
You remember in Battlefield 4 where you had, like, you had water, you had different objectives and jet skis and different things where it's like, it needs to be that bigger size.
You have all the vehicles to get around in. In this one, you don't. You just have tanks and, maybe a few Jeeps or like those few little, they're like armored personnel carriers or whatever. You have some of those around, but those are not really powerful. As soon as a tank shoots one, they kind of get disabled, and as soon as they get shot again, it gets blown up. So it's like 2 shots, you're dead. No matter what. You're going to die, like, in that thing if you come across a tank, which is kind of shitty. Anyways, played some of that. Played a little bit of Below. This is a game that just came out this week on Game Pass. It's a game that came out after, 6 years now of advertising for Microsoft.
Yeah, Johnny Dell's been asking about this on Twitter.
Been forever, man. It's been forever since they showed this game. I think they showed it at the initial E3, like the one right before launch of the Xbox One, they showed this Below little teaser thing, and then they talked about it a lot. And they're like, "Yeah, Below looks great. We're so hyped to bring it to you." And it's been like 5 years.
Dude, I don't even remember this game.
This is from Cast Games. Is that from?
Yeah, Capybara game. Yeah. So like, this is, I don't know if it's an Xbox exclusive. I think it came out on Windows as well. So it's on Twitch, on all that. The game is okay. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not as boring as Ashen was, but this is not the game for me. It's a game like Ashen. It seems like Ashen, where it's very hard. It's very roguelike, like you're trying to go through these dungeons and get these things to craft things, and you can die, and they got these little things that spawn, and they chase you, or some of them run away from you. But honestly, throughout it all, it looks nice. It is a very dark game, but it's not as dark as we thought it was going to be, where it's just like one little thing has light. There's way more light in the game than I thought there was in the trailers. It reminds me a lot of Zelda, like a grown-up Zelda, like a mature person Zelda, like an adult Zelda. That's what it reminds me of, where it seems more serious, more dark, or more gritty. But it reminds me so much of Zelda, like the old school Zelda. It's not Breath of the Wild, but like the old school ones,
Or that top-down?
Yeah, it's a top-down type thing where you're running around and you got a little character, and you can go to the campfire, and when you're in the camp, you're in your campfire, you can sit down next to the camp, and you can craft items to eat or items to use. You can use the fire to craft them, and you keep moving. You could find different items. You find a lantern, which you can use to light things up, to open doors. It's an okay game, I guess.
I saw Ryan post that it was a short game, so I don't know if it's just a short campaign is what he was referring to, if he finished it.
He might have finished it already. I know he's been playing it a lot. I know Johnny Doan has been playing it a lot. Johnny Doan kind of invited me to a party yesterday. That's our news machine, by the way, people. He invited me to a party, and he was like, "Hey, what do you think of the game?" I was like, I don't know. He was like, well, he kind of was giving me some tips, like what to do, where to go, etc. Because I was kind of stuck in the beginning. I was like, where do I go? I went up the staircase. There's nothing here. He's like, oh, you got to go up against the wall and climb up the wall. And I was like, I had gone up to the wall a few times, but I felt like my character was just kind of standing there, so I would always go back down. And I didn't realize that he was actually climbing up the wall, which is just the way the game is kind of, you're looking from the top down, so it kind of looked weird. And then I realized, like, oh, you can climb down these, like, paths on the wall, or, like, these little dirt paths or whatever. The game is alright, though. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. Ashen was not fun, though. Ashen was boring. This kept me playing a little bit longer than Ashen, but not much longer. And I don't know if I'll go back to it. Honestly, it's just not a game that I'm going to enjoy. I know that, and it's not for me, and it's not the type of games that I like. So...
What kind of...
I'm not going to waste my time. Like I said, you're going through these dungeons and you're finding things. You're finding... I'm not sure what exactly your goal is for the game, because it doesn't tell you a goal. It just tells you to... You just kind of go. It's really weird. The intro's kind of weird. The intro's really long. You're like sailing through the ocean. And you're on a boat, and there's a bunch of clouds, and there's a storm, and then all of a sudden your boat hits land, and you jump out of the boat, and now you're just walking around the map. And it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't tell you go here. It doesn't tell you find this. It doesn't tell you nothing. It's just like, okay, you have control now. Do what you want to do. And you're like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do? You don't know what to do.
Right.
So I'm guessing it's just more of an exploration type thing where you're going to these dungeons and you're kind of figuring out what you're supposed to do and what the story is. As far as I know, you crash into an island. That's all I know. Or some kind of land. I don't know if it's an island. It could be like an actual continent or something. It may not be land, like an island. It could be like a huge piece of land. But I don't know. You're going through these mountains, and you're opening these doors, and you're going through more levels, and each level has different types of enemies that react differently to you. It looks like the same enemy, but it might react differently to you. Like I said, it might run away from you, or it might come right at you. And there's a hunger meter in the game, so you got to control your hunger, you got to control your coldness, and you're like, if you're too cold, you could start dying, so you got to craft a torch to carry with you so you don't die in the cold. If you don't eat food, your character gets hungry and they starts dying because you haven't fed them. So you got to feed them. So you got to find food. All that good stuff is in there. So if you're into those types of games, maybe for you. Maybe for you. I'm not saying
it's in Game Pass.
But yeah, if anything, get Game Pass to try this game out. I don't know if I would have spent. Say the game came out and Game Pass didn't exist, and knowing me being a huge fan of the Xbox platform, I probably would have bought it, right? Because I've been hearing so much about this Below game for the last 5 years. But if I would have spent $20 on this, dude, I would be kind of pissed off. I would be like, what the fuck did I spend $20 on? And it's happened to me before. That's why I'm glad Game Pass exists now, where I can try these fucking games out. And maybe I don't like them, and hey, that's a good thing, because I didn't spend $20 on it and get stuck with this crappy game. Like, if I would have spent $20 on Ashen, I would be pissed off right now. But I didn't, so I'm good. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, guys. This week, I took part in a tournament. State of Decay 2 had their Undead Trials, I think that's what it's called, tournament. It was ran by Blaze Experience and a bunch of other people, officially sponsored by the Undead Labs team. So they were actually giving away prizes that the Undead Labs teams provide. Like they give the person, like they tell Undead Labs, like, hey, this guy won, contact him, and they'll contact that person. They'll ask him for their address, and they'll send out the prizes to him. So I think the prize for the tournament was you get a jacket, and it has like the Bronto gas station patch on it. So you look like one of the gas station workers from the inside the game or whatever. Like it has one of those jackets, like a worker jacket, but it has Bronto gas on it or whatever. That's an exclusive jacket that you can only get by winning in one of their promotions or being given to you by Undead Labs. Like they don't actually make them and sell those. So those are a pretty unique jacket. And you could have won this if you participated in this tournament. Also, they're giving away a poster signed by the Undead Labs team. So like the dev team of State of Decay 2, they all signed the poster. It's a State of Decay 2 poster. Of course, you could probably only get this by buying it from them, or like getting it by a promotion that they're doing or something. But they're giving it away here for this tournament. Also, a flask for like a water bottle, like one of those metal water bottles from State of Decay 2. You're getting one of those. With the State of Decay 2 branding on it, and you're getting a bunch of stickers and patches and fucking no kind of
a lot of unique gifts. That's really awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's like a lot of stuff. Like Blaze Experience started reading off the list to me, and I was like, "Damn, dude, you got them to give you that much shit?" He's like, "Yeah, they're like my friends, dude."
Yeah,
like,
he's had a couple of devs
awesome
on his podcast.
That's pretty awesome. I told him, like, so that's pretty cool, and I'm glad that I got to participate in this tournament. First round, I kicked ass. I went through there and I beat everybody pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. My character was near death. She was exhausted and I fell off like the cell phone tower. I fell off the top of it. So my character had like a broken leg and she was limping around with half health, no stamina. She could barely run. And I was able to find all the items. So like the way this tournament goes is you have a ref, and the ref gives you what kind of mode you're going to do or what activity you're going to participate in. So, for example, for me, the first match was, I think it was called Treasure Hunt or something like that, where they give you a list of items you must find, and then whoever finds all those items and turns them in first to the ref wins the match. So, like the first item was like find a rucksack of food or something like that, or some kind of rucksack, any kind of rucksack. He said, just find one. So we went. We had to fill up the trunk of a car. That's what it has. He gave us a car. Each one of us had the same car, and we drove it to an area of the map. And he was like, "All right, find a rucksack and fill up your car with rucksacks. It doesn't matter what kind, just fill up the trunk of your car." So I was the first one to do that. So when I got to the second location, and he was standing there waiting for me, he was like, "All right, I want to roll this little wheel," and he has like a little wheel thing on his Twitch channel. It was pretty cool. It was like spinning, and then it stopped on like find 99 parts. So now I had to find 99 individual parts and take them to him. And then like the next guy, caught up to me, and then he spun the wheel again. So now it added another item to my list. So then it was like find like a stack of bullets, like 30 bullets of any kind, just find them. So we had to get like 30 shotgun shells or 30, pistol rounds or whatever weapon. And then like the other guy came up and it was another 99 parts. And that was so fucking hard, dude.
I bet
it was insane.
Took a couple hours.
It took a long time. We were playing for like an hour and 30 minutes maybe. And we went across the whole map on foot. On foot. Our characters had to run across the whole map while the dude was in a car. He was like, all right, I'll just drive up here, wait for you guys up here.
Just hit the horn the whole time.
And he was just like fucking with us. And like when I was searching a building, he would shoot a firework into the building. So like the building, like, it started making a bunch of noise because the fireworks are going off inside the building that I was in. He's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And he's just fucking trolling me. And I ended up actually winning that match. And then I got to the second match, and that one I got my ass kicked in. I couldn't find none of the items that they were telling me to play or find. Blaze was actually my ref. He told us to find a gas can, a rucksack, some ammo, a blunt weapon, 45 parts, a bunch of shit. He gave us like a 8-part list to find. And
all
I
you found was like 15 broken sticks, right?
I found the gas can. I found a few items, but like this other dude was just finding everything so fast. I couldn't find a rucksack for the life of me, dude. I the whole match I couldn't find one, and these other two guys just whooped my ass. They both found way more things than I did. So I was eliminated from the match. So I was out, and I was out of the tournament. So that sucks. But I got to sit there and troll the other guys while they played their second round to see which one of them would move on, because they were on the losers bracket over here. We were on the losers bracket. So like I was just rolling around with Blaze. I was fucking with them, running them over and stuff. And the guy who actually won that, he's actually moved on now. He's in the final. He's in the final tournament, the final match. He's actually pretty good at the game. And he actually beat the champion, like the defending champ and the other champ who won the year before last. So that's pretty crazy, I think. And yeah, so there's that. Had a fun time though, gotta say. They really should find a way to integrate those types of events or tournaments or whatever into the game. And I bet the Undead Labs team is looking at what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
And how they're organizing these events by themselves and getting all these people to play. They're probably thinking, man, we should figure out a way to create some kind of challenge or some kind of something, like a daily challenge. Because think about it, if State of Decay 2 had a daily challenge where they could give you something like a list of things to do, like kill a Plague Heart or kill a Juggernaut or kill 2 Juggernauts today or whatever, people would like that, I think. And if you got some kind of reward for killing those things or getting the items that they're asking you to find, I think people would really enjoy that, And so I have no doubt in my mind that the Undead Last team is looking at these guys and watching them. And as a matter of fact, I think that one of the devs of the game was actually watching the match that we were playing, and they got in there, started chatting on Twitch. Like, hey, how's it going, guys? And they were chatting.
They host the channels. They do it all. Man, they do it up.
So
but that would be fun.
Yeah,
that's how it all gets started, man. There's someone starts a tournament, and it just gets noticed. That's how things get on esports and all that.
Yeah, and it's super fun. I mean, I had a blast with that. Like I said, I think that really the way the things these guys came up with, they came up with the mode called Destruction Derby, where they just got a bunch of cars, and whoever had each person got 2 cars, and whoever if you got both of your cars destroyed or they ran out of gas, then you're out of the match. You lost. So these guys are just ramming cars into each other and flipping them over, and the physics in the game are crazy. Where a car will go flying in the air 50 feet. It is fucking nuts. But they have that in the game. They just made this match, this crazy tournament, and
those are fun. Just make your own game because just to kind of set things up. I know that Blaze and another guy, they'll go out, they'll get all the cars.
Yeah.
They'll have everything set up. They'll save the game. Then they'll invite everybody. So there's a lot of setup to do in the beginning.
They definitely, the first dude I played with, the Sarkoth, I played with him, and I was in his match. He was the ref for my first match. That dude had, all the cars upgraded, and he had them all parked together. The same type of truck was parked across the street in the same spot. The 3 racing cars were on the left in the same spot. And then he just spun a wheel and was like, okay, we're going to get this type of car. We're going to do this type of mode. We're going to get these types of parts. Jeez, and that's what he did. They had all this crazy fucking setup. I was like, holy fuck, this is pretty nuts that like one person set all this up. You know,
Sarkov is a really good Twitch streamer, by the way.
Yeah, he's fun to play with. He's a funny guy. And yeah, watching last night, I was watching Blaze, and after my match ended, I watched the second match, which he was reffing 2 matches. So he reffed our match for 2 hours, and then he went on and reffed another match for another 2 hours. And like, that was crazy because I was watching these guys play, and they were like in the winners bracket or whatever, so it was like the better players, I guess, or the champions or whatever. And like, one guy challenged the guy to find, I think it was like 14 rucksacks in 45 minutes. 14 rucksacks in 45 minutes. And the dude found them all with like 5 minutes to spare. Like, It was fucking crazy. Like, even Blaze was like, holy shit, dude, you're finding these things so fast. You know, everybody was like surprised, dude. And
you must know where they generate the most.
No, because that was a new map. That was a brand new map. And then, like, the thing is, when you're playing in co-op, you can only loot certain items inside the building because everything's color-coded. If you're the green color or the red color or the blue color, you could only search certain bins or certain drawers or whatever inside a building. But this dude was able to find 14 rucksacks in, like, 45 minutes. Even Sarkov was like, dude, I could find 14 in 1 hour. I could never find them in 45 minutes. Like, you're fucking crazy. But the dude did it. And like, it was fucking nuts. So
what did he get?
Well, he got to move on to the winners match or the championship or whatever. So he got to move on. It was wild though. Anyways,
awesome, man. Yeah, those are fun to watch. I like watching those challenges. Those would be great for a game mode. State of Decay 2. Play it, guys, on Game Pass. It looks really good now too. They've updated it and all kinds of shit. It still has a few buggy shit here and there, but it's the State of Decay jank we're used to. It's kind of like the PUBG jank. You know, it's there. You know it's there. So you just deal with it. Mm-hmm. And the last game I played this week was second to last. Kingdom 2 Crowns, another game that just came out on Game Pass. This game is similar to Kingdom Newlands. Kingdom Newlands. It's called Kingdom 2 Crowns. So the difference between this one and the last one is this one, of course, has 2 players now. You can play co-op with 2 people. So it's you and another person. And I've played this all day today. All fucking day with Jonathan Hall. So me and Pinpoint Red, we got together this morning and we started playing it. And we got to like the 5th island, dude. And like, we're some badasses. We've built some crazy ass bases with some crazy defenses. The last island we were on, we were able to upgrade it all the way. Like, we have these crazy castle-looking towers and, you know, so many archers. And he fucked up, though, because he kept attacking the little portals or whatever. You can send your knights to attack. The thing is, your knights are either going to win or lose. They don't surrender until they completely die. And so, like, we lost so many archers and so many people defending the wall because Jonathan just kept fucking attacking. And every time you attack, you spend 4 gold coins. And the coins are hard to get. So, like, he attacked them constantly for, like, every day. He was building them up, attacking. And finally, they retaliated or something. And they attacked on his side. Because I was defending the left side, he was defending the right. And he was like, oh, shit, Jesus. Oh, shit. And then he's like, fuck, they broke the wall. And they, like, apparently they broke the wall. They broke through the wall, which was the toughest wall you can build in the game. They broke through it. And they just killed everyone on that side of the fucking castle. They killed, like, fucking 20 people or something. And we lost all our archers on that side. We had no coins to recruit them to get them back. It was shitty. And then eventually we got ourselves back on our feet. But, I mean, I told him, like, you fucked up, man. You kept attacking them. They finally retaliated against us. This is not Titanfall 2, Jonathan. Okay?
It was fun, though, and it was a fun time playing with him. I had a lot of fun. It's a good game. It's fun. And they have 2 different types of biomes, I think that's what they call them. And the first one is, like, standard biome where everything is kind of, like, old-timey, medieval. It's, like, medieval style. And then the other biome is kind of more of a Japanese style where you have samurais and ninjas and stuff like that. So it's more Japanese-centric looking towers you're building, and your castle is not really a castle. It's like some kind of temple or some shit you're building. Like that.
So they have two different styles of like which map, what do you want your map to look like or whatever.
Is this the second game in the series?
Yeah, this is the second game in the series. The first one came out a few years ago. I think it was 2016 or 2015. The first one came out. Recently came out on Game Pass a couple months ago or a month ago or something like that. And this one was just announced. This was announced, I think it was announced at either E3 or that Xbox gaming event, XO18. It was one of those two. It was announced it was coming to Game Pass on launch day. And it's fun, dude. It's so much fun. Like I said, I played it all day long with Jonathan, and we still... I think we haven't figured out what the fuck we're really supposed to do, because the game has a lot of secrets where you do certain things and certain things happen, because I was teaching him a lot of stuff. I was like, if you do this, this happens. He's like, what? I didn't know that. I was like, yeah, dude. How the fuck did you not know that, you noob? But we kept, like, giving each other tips on, like, what we knew on what, what to do here and there. And he was riding a bear, and I found like a war horse, and he has like a bear. So he was like on top of a bear running around the map. That's fucking crazy. But anyways, there's that. There's that, guys. And Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, of course. Continue to play that. You can now get like 15 gold bars for free. Right now, once again, they're giving them away. This time for Christmas, I think is what they said.
And also I received money as well.
Yeah, you
it might have been $250.
Money. Yeah, you receive money probably because of logging in before or whatever. But yeah, you got 15 gold bars again. So I logged in again yesterday, and now I have like 58 gold bars, and I have like $400. So I went on a spending spree, and I got my guy looking all badass. Now he's wearing like all black. He has like this dusters, all black, fucking black gloves, black vest, black bandana, black shirt. Everything black. I want my horse to be black too. I haven't been able to do that though yet. Not yet.
Get a stallion.
Anyways, Red Dead Online. It's a good game.
I'm gonna sign to that right now.
Out of beta. You can now buy gold bars on Xbox.
Well, I don't think it's out of beta yet, Gunny. It's still in beta, but you can buy gold bars. Yes, and they have a sale right now for like. Usually the gold bars cost $10, and they're like $4 or $5 right now if you buy them or whatever. And you can buy up to like $100 worth of gold bars. $100 worth. Holy fuck.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
We're going to be reading that story.
You get like...
in February. How much people spend on this.
You get like, I think it's like 500 or some shit gold bars, or 1,000 gold bars if you spend like $100. I think $100 is the max. I think there's 100, there's 50, there's 20, there's like 25, and then there's like 10. And then of course they have a sale for like one time you can pay $5 and get 25 gold bars or whatever. Which I did.
What? You bought gold bars?
I bought $5 worth. Why not?
Okay. All right.
I like the game.
I mean, who knows? I might do the same with from what I earned from the rewards points.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm always getting $5.
I mean, I was like, I think I have $5 in my account, so I just pressed buy, and I'm like, oh, you're good. You didn't get declined, Jesus. You're good. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. So,
I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah, I was rich as fuck. I'm rich as fuck in Red Dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, I like the people in Red Dead are so cool, man. Like, yesterday I was just riding my horse around, just chilling, riding my horse around, and this dude was coming up really fast towards me, and I was like, oh, fuck. I pulled out my shotgun, and he was like, howdy, partner. I was like, oh, howdy. And he was like, I'm just riding through. Don't you worry. Put your gun away. I was like, all right, dude. And he just kept going. I was like, oh, cool. And then the shitty part to that is playing the actual the modes or whatever, the shooting or the showdowns or whatever, the multiplayer, the actual multiplayer or whatever. Playing that, you get so much stupid people in there fucking just talking shit, dude. It's like, as soon as I get in the lobby, I'm like, mute all. Like, tab over to the players and just mute all of them, because it's like, fuck, these people are so fucking annoying, dude. They'll kill you and they'll just talk shit. Like, fucking noob, I got you, bitch. Just talking shit. I'm like, oh, dude, shut up. And I just mute them all. So
now I know why your horse spawns 300 feet from you, so they don't kill you and the horse.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, because then if they kill your horse is dead for a while, and then you have to ride that stupid scrawny nag everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you could ride saddle with somebody else. Hey.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's all I played this week, guys. I hope you played more games than I have. I definitely want to get back to that Dead Cells.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get back to that. Anyways, I'll let you talk. Go ahead, talk, guys. Talk.
You want to go first, Eric?
Yeah, I have a shorter list. It's I've been super busy with work and just hanging out with my wife and everything. Played Jesus Talked Up freaking Mutant Year Zero, so I wanted to play that. That's a fun game. I've been in a kind of like a Diablo kind of mood lately, and it kind of reminds me of Diablo because you have to move along and everything, and it's a turn-based game, and I don't mind turn-based games. I think that's fun, especially with this game. This game is just, it's hilarious. I like the characters, and they just jump you right into the story. There's no like backstory to it. I've been playing that a little bit.
Little Howard the Duck.
Yeah. Played a little bit of more Spider-Man. And,
is that what you're playing right now?
No, I'm not playing that right now. But been playing that and trying to beat it, taking my time with it. I actually got to the part where I don't know if you guys remember the E3 trailer when like the Sinister Six showed up. I got to that part and it like revealed who the guy was, at that trailer. He's like, and you? Yeah. So I got to that part and I wasn't surprised about who it was that he was shocked to see, because I saw it coming throughout the game. And I'm like 65% through the game. I don't know if that's like story completion or if that's like, I don't know what it is. I think it's story completion. But just nibbling away at that. And then I played Fallout 76.
What? You played that broken-ass game?
I played it. My friend bought it for me. It was a gift. And because I told him I wouldn't buy it. He said, what would it take for you to play this game with me? And so I was like, you have to convince someone to buy it or you buy it for me. And so he kept sneaking money out of his savings account to give me money to buy it. And so I ended up buying it. Well, he bought it for me. And I played it on Friday night. And I actually had a lot of fun playing that game.
I hear it's fun with friends.
I think that's how you need to play the game. You need to play it with friends because if you go solo, yeah, you're gonna have fun during that maybe first hour or two because you actually have a mission you got to do. You have quests that you like have to do because they're like bam, 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 quest, But having a friend there and just shooting the breeze and laughing, joking. He's actually a higher level than me, so he was able to just freaking destroy people, and I would go behind him and loot everybody. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. There's some little glitches here and there, nothing too crazy. One of them cracked us both up. Somehow I spawned in and I was naked. I didn't have any clothes on or anything. But on my screen, I had my space suit and everything. Yeah, he actually found a space suit for me. He built a house and built a house for us to live in and everything.
Oh.
It's actually quite awesome. But yeah, on my end I could see all my stuff. On his end I was naked. All I had on was underwear. And so yeah, I had fun with that. I think he lagged out once and we played for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So yeah, I actually had a lot of fun, and I understand the frustration with the game, but this game's massive. It is a massive game, and it just needs time to be polished, and eventually it will be polished.
Yeah, I hope so, because I've seen it at GameStop and, Physical Edition. I was looking at it today, and It was fairly cheap, $35, and it's around that price, 35, 40 over on CD Keys or you know.
On Xbox Live, it's $40 right now.
Yep, that's where I
still
got it.
too much for me, I think, at this point. But you know, Eric, I was watching a streamer that I watch, and he was saying, "Yeah, it's a fun game." And he was playing single player at the night I was watching him, and you know, of course, he only played it for an hour, but yeah, just you know, he even made that point. He's like, "Yeah, you know, I wish my friend was here. We can play together, and you know, we'd all have a lot more fun." You know, shooting monsters and stuff.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like if we could get a group of people from the community and just play that game, dude, that'd be so much fun. We could just build a village and kill death claws together. That'd be great. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I've really been playing.
Cool. Great. Well, I also played some Red Dead Online today. I played with Al and maybe in the crew. I was actually playing that a little bit before today, and it's before I went out and did some Christmas shopping. But yeah, jumped into a random, logged in, got my gold bars, and made a marker for one of the story mission online. And you know, it'll searching for players, grab some noobs, and went on and did like a simple mission, and I actually did it a lot better this time. I didn't do a 180 or try and knock anybody off their horse, and so that went pretty easy. One thing I noticed, Jesus, is so that I feel like the enemies die a lot faster, but you only get 2 lives. You know, for the entire team. You know, because it's going to find that mission with only 4 players. So I thought that seems pretty fair. It's not like, you know, it takes like 15 bullets to kill one guy, but you get like 6 lives, you know? I feel like that's where the trade-off is. So, especially if you got 4 players that are actually just not going to go gung-ho and go right into the gunfight. But yeah, I had fun with that. Then I was like, screw it, just joined Alan's game. And me, him, David Snyder, and Donald, I forgot his gamer tag, and we went and did a few missions ourselves, and that was pretty fun. I went down to the store, grabbed some food for my horse. Did buy the brush. Did like the horse care or something like that. I don't know if that unlocked the ability for me to get a brush for my horse, but yeah, made sure it's just like you said, man. It's like the story mission. I can buy ammo and you know all these provisions and different various things to you know help me in my online game and as well as for my horse. So yeah, that game is fun with friends. I don't know how you get the fishing pole. I noticed that when I was at the so I'm at the general store and it says maybe it was the store I was at. It had like a name to the fishing pole and it said, well, you got to be, what was it, certain level?
Yeah.
They didn't call it levels. They called it something else. But obviously I might need to level up or go to a different store where they actually just sell like a plain-ass fishing pole.
No, you have to be level 14 to buy it.
Okay. I don't know what level I'm at. I'm, you know, still early on. I've only played it 3 times.
If you're under 14, you won't be able to buy it no matter what.
Okay. Yeah. I like the fact that I went and
No, actually, I'm lying. You can buy it with gold, but it's a lot of gold because the gold actually has to it gets inflated because of your rank. So like you can unlock it with gold, but it's going to cost a lot more gold than it would usually cost. Because I went to the tailor yesterday. I went to like where I bought my suit and my stupid black outfit or whatever I made, and I was looking at some outfits, right? Like these outfits that you can buy that are like pre-made outfits or whatever. And for one of them, it was like rank. I think you had to be rank something like 61 or something to unlock it. And I was like, buy with gold. You can hold the left trigger to see what it would cost to buy it in gold. And to buy it in gold, like on the paper, it says it cost like, I think it said it cost like 8 gold bars or 9 gold bars. But because I'm not ranked 61, it was like 99 gold bars. I was like, jeez. Oh yeah, fuck you, dude.
Take my credit card, please. No yeah, here you go.
I was like, screw that purchase real quick. And also, it applies to like anything that costs money in the game. So like, say you want to buy a gun
and the gun costs, I don't know, say $400, and you only have $200, but you really want that gun, and you already have it unlocked, but you don't have the money to buy it, but you have the gold. You can always use gold to buy that weapon. Personally, I don't know if it's worth it, if it comes out to be the same, because like it'll be like, give me 3 gold bars for this gun instead of $400, but it's like, is 3 gold bars really equal $400? If you think about it, I don't think it does, but you know, you gotta have to like manage that.
Yeah, we're gonna have. I think it's a wait and see. There probably is some videos out there that's doing comparisons with what you can buy with gold bars. Well, early unlock with gold bars, as we should call it. So, yeah, I like the fact that you can go in and I killed a deer, right? And I'm like, oh man, what about the camp? So you're able to go in and move your camp, which was pretty cool. It was only like $2 to move the camp. And it was like literally like super close to me. Just roll up over there, cook some meat, make some venison, heal up, and move on, you know? I like the fact that, when it'll be like, hey, your white flag is up. This is your camp. So you're invulnerable to other players, so nobody can just come up and kill you. Yeah, I had fun, man. So,
All right.
Next one is Just Cause 4. Played more of that. Yeah, I don't think they did the update yet on as far as visuals and graphics go, but it's playable. It's very playable. It's not lagging out or anything like that. It's just you're getting that flickering from like the water and some of the other buildings. The lighting's a little weird, but it plays really well. Yeah, just going out and blowing stuff up. I'm just moving across the map and unlocking, more areas in the map. I think that's really what your objective is. So I only got that story kind of early on, and yeah, just love flying around and having a blast in that game. Yeah, the cars, man, the driving, I think they got that spot on. I talked about that last week, but yeah, instead of just I don't have like that jetpack unlocked yet, so it's not like I can traverse the world easily, so just drive around in a vehicle. Or just like you can just steal a helicopter, super easy, cruise that way, however you want to do it.
I don't know, that game just doesn't seem very good.
I'm not going to say it's as good as Just Cause 2, because that game is definitely in my top 5 games of what I've played, of all times. But like I said, Just Cause 3, it had that like what people are complaining about in Just Cause 4, where it was just so, I don't know, like it was just like the visuals are jagged. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just not optimized whatsoever. It was kind of playable, but it just looked like shit, Where here, maybe because I'm playing on the X, and it's going to be okay, Again, it's not like this, best looking visuals game, but man, like blowing stuff up is fun because I like the explosions and tearing shit up. It's got like you get in the car, man, you get like 6 radio stations, just little things like that. Get in a tank and just go have fun. So again, it's like a Gary's Mod situation, but it's not like you can just spawn in anything, but you can do like things where you can call in like certain weapons or planes or things like that. I think you unlock those just by unlocking more areas, and you're able to call in these radio calls. So yeah, just that's the main reason for doing that. I can call in bigger guns, get better vehicles. Next game is, I obviously played some more Battlefield 5. Played that with John Smith from the community. And yeah, Battlefield's fine. I just played like the same old maps. And, go secure Apple. Bravo. Shit's fun.
I missed that game. I need to get that game.
Yeah. That's the mode I like, man. Just get in there and, all right, let's run over to E. All right, let's go, Just go get on the battlefield, man. It's fun as hell. I also tried Ashen, Jesus. You're right. Like, when that story starts out, it's like something about the light and okay, and something about Titans. I'm like, wait, what is this even about? So what I discovered is it feels like it's not Dark Souls, it's Light Souls, because it plays out with the combat just like a Dark Souls game. And I'm intimidated by Dark Souls games because, to me they're just difficult, and I don't know where the hell I'm going in those games. I haven't found any dungeons per se, because I only did the first mission where you run around and kill certain enemies. You go pick up this item to bring to a different area, and then unlock something. But I had fun killing enemies. It was actually pretty cool. Where you get the spear, and you can it felt like you can throw unlimited spears at enemies. Because, once you get close to a couple of them, they were killing me. But fighting an enemy one-on-one, that was pretty easy. So just a matter of...
This hasn't changed my opinion in the game, Gunny. Come on, try harder.
Yeah, I know you're not a Dark Souls player either, but I'm sure it gets a lot harder. From what I've listened to in podcasts and read on Twitter, it looks like it does get more difficult.
I just don't care. I don't care.
So I'm going to play it up to that point. If I'm running up against enemies that, if it is like a Dark Souls situation where, you're supposed to run past that enemy and get to another one, it's like, I might just quit out at that point and never play it again. But if it is the situation where, you have to equip a better weapon or something,
boring
and it's
game,
doable.
in my opinion.
Remember that game Lords of the Fallen? I think that was free on Xbox. That looks like another super difficult game that I probably won't play. But I look at it in my list and think, no, I don't want it to be where I have to fight an enemy for 15 minutes. Dodge and roll for 10 minutes, strike once. Dodge and roll for 2 minutes, hit once, No, I'm more of a, let's get in there and, finish this fight up within 20 seconds, So, yeah, and it's got that art style. I don't know. It's all right. It's not bad. So, yeah, I'd love to unlock a better shield, a better sword,
Yeah.
shit like that. So, yeah, I'll definitely keep playing it.
Okay.
Played some Sea of Thieves with Jonathan. That was fun. I forgot how beautiful that game looks.
I miss
Clear in
Jonathan.
HDR and 4K. Wow.
I haven't played video games with Jonathan in a long time. Jonathan, if you're hearing this, come back. Come back.
Hey, he sent me a message. What was I
Come
playing?
back.
I think I was playing Just Cause. It's like, come over and play Sea of Thieves, man. We got a crew together. Let's go be pirates. All right.
Jonathan, let's play Gears of War. Come back.
And yeah,
miss
man,
that
that was
dude.
fun. That was fun. We got in there, got a lot of chests.
That game is
And-
boring. God, Gunny, you're making me fall asleep here.
Yeah,
Thieves, come on.
I don't think I'll ever play this game again with randoms, but
Game
when
of the
Jonathan
year.
or you guys ever invite
better
me
not
up,
with
yeah, man, I'm in.
Game of the year. Game of the year.
Right. Steph,
It's my game of the year. I'm just kidding.
it
I would
is.
never. I can't
Ryan will
stop-
say Sea of Thieves is.
No, he'll probably say Dead Cells.
Yeah. But yeah, but Jonathan, he makes it look easy, right? Because he's like, oh yeah, I'm already on the map. I know exactly where we're going. Head east. All right. Go to the right. All right, we're there. Let's do it. Let's get these chests.
Hey, is Mutant Year Zero a co-op game?
No, it really should be. 'Cause
Dude, definitely. It really should.
so much
think
fun. That game is so good, dude. I don't know how they did it. That's a fun game. That game,
Yeah.
the banter,
Sorry,
the
Chuck
duck, the fucking everything. I love that fucking game. It's so
It's a good
I'm
game.
terrible at these turn-based games.
So good, dude. Just love it. The duck,
I made it to
the pig.
to where your base is.
Yeah, you made it to the colony or whatever. What's it?
Made it to the
What
colony,
do they call it?
Fuck.
Fuck,
I
what do
can't
they call
remember.
it? New Haven or New Hope or New Dawn?
I think it is Haven.
Is it New Haven?
I can't remember.
The
and I literally
Hive?
just played the game
fuck
like a
do
day
they call
ago.
that shit?
Hive. The Hive.
The Hive? No, it's not the Hive. Is it the Hive?
I think it's the Hive. Because that sounds very familiar. Unless I'm thinking of Destiny.
You could be thinking of Destiny.
Sanctuary.
I
That's
don't
it.
know.
Sanctuary?
Sanctuary?
No,
No,
maybe.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Something.
Yeah, but you get up there, and that's where the humans are, right? That's where you get like.
Well, no, that's where the mutants live. Because you're not a human, you're a mutant. The humans are the enemies. I'm talking about
the people that you talk to at the store, at the bar.
No, see, those people are not. They're humans, but they're mutated humans. I think they've been kicked out of like humanity.
Okay, because one of the guys talks about that.
Humans are the enemy. Like in the game, the humans are the ones trying to kill you, and you're the animals that mutated or whatever into talking because of the nukes or whatever the fuck happened. I'm assuming some kind of nuclear war happened.
The apocalypse, yeah. There's
and animals talk now, so yeah.
But I'm going to call him Howard the Duck because I forgot his name, but he was funny talking about the boombox and the plane and talk to the pig about certain things. Like, just that banter between the both of them was funny. And they're pretty smart, too, because they were just like, all right, look, there's a powerful enemy. We need to get around. So just be quiet. Turn your light off. And that's exactly what the tutorial, they're telling you to, don't make noise or you're going to die.
Yeah, I really like that, the kind of exploration and everything of the game. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, and I think the guns look pretty cool, like when you're in that, when you're at the hive, or let's just call it that, and you're upgrading your weapons. So I make sure that each person has, those two have their assault rifles.
Right.
A couple grenades, smoke bomb. But again, I'm not used to like the turn-based games like an XCOM style thing where I was like, oh, I can't shoot him because I accidentally threw I didn't accidentally, but I threw the smoke bomb, and it's like, that's the whole purpose. They can't shoot you either.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that's a cool, thing to put in a game where that could help you, especially if you're not near cover or something.
Right.
But yeah, I made it through that after the hive, and then I made it to the next mission where I think it was like, go explore the cabin. There was 10 enemies that come out. And I'm like, I don't know how to sneak around. Can you take them out stealthily? I haven't figured that part out yet. It seems like I trigger where I'm at each time.
There's a thing that says that, in a tutorial, it says that you can sneak up on them.
And I tried that too, where I'm like, okay, let me hide behind this pillar, and the guy walks by. But as soon as I I guess I initiated hey, that I want to kill that person or something. I don't know. Maybe I need to get up behind him and do an auto kill with a knife. I'm not even sure. Something I have to, see how you're supposed to do that.
Right.
Because each time it was like, oh, now they see you, because you made noise or something. So, yeah, pretty cool for being on Game Pass. I like that. Speaking of that, I did play XCOM 2 because I did buy this back when they had a sale during Thanksgiving and played the opening missions.
Wasn't that free on Xbox or was that PlayStation?
I think it was, that was PlayStation.
Was it?
But it was dirt cheap. I think it was less than $20. Maybe 14 or 15. And it might have been with the expansion.
Now, is that co-op? Does that have multiplayer co-op?
Not that I saw. Pretty sure it's all single player.
We need to make a turn-based game that has multiplayer co-op.
That'd be fun.
Let's do it. Let's make this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be Mutant 00, huh? That's what I would hope for.
And the characters are food. So a slice of pizza or a popcorn or a chocolate bar. And we have to fight animals and really obese people.
There you go.
No, you're going to offend the obese people. Don't. You're going to offend them.
You're going to be hated.
Oh, darn.
Don't offend people.
But I really like the graphics in this game. It's sci-fi.
Yeah.
You can move a lot further in the game. There's a lot of
freedom when you're moving around. There's lots of places to loot and search and find. Yeah.
And it's constantly talking about alien technology, and you're supposed to steal this thing from the hive, and looks really good. So I'll continue playing that. Another game that looks really good. I know you guys, Jesus, I know you played that Devil May Cry 5 demo.
Oh, no, I have not played that.
Holy cow, that game looks amazing. Running on an Xbox One X and 4K TV. Yeah, I played Devil May Cry 4, I think it was, back on... It might have been on when it first came to Xbox One. I don't think it was at launch, but, just slashing with your sword and shooting with your gun. That's what this game is. But, yeah, it's actually a pretty cool demo. I think I just put it on, like, auto aim or something like that, so really you're just, like, button mashing. And, once you've had this thing where you'll have this thing on, like, I think it's like your right hand, and you get to use it, like, so many times where it's, like punching enemies or something, and if you hold it down, it puts out, like, this laser beam. It says, I think it even said in the tutorial where it's, like, one enemy, but then, like, a couple more will jump in front of it, and they're all dead. Then you can find your arm again within, like, that same area. Like, there's probably, like, a cooldown or something like that. But, yeah, I had fun, like, beating enemies up. It's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. I might actually buy this game, so see how much it is.
$60. That's how much it is, Gunny.
Oh, man. I don't want to pay that much for it.
The fuck did you think it was going to be $20?
I was hoping it'd be like $40.
I think this game is going to launch at maybe
I think this is
$25.
going to be on the Game Pass when it comes out.
I think it's going to be around $15, guys. What do you think?
I got that podcast discount.
I'm going to ask for a review.
$19.99.
Give it to me.
Do you know who I am? I'm part of the Horrible Gamers podcast.
$20. But yeah, go play that demo, guys. Exclusively on Xbox.
Ooh,
Don't make Cry 5.
exclusive.
It's kind of short. You have like a boss fight at the end. I didn't beat him. And then it ended up like...
So you didn't even finish the demo. You didn't even finish the demo, bro. What the fuck?
Well, I lost. So then it starts you off
Get
the
fucking
beginning
good,
again.
Gunny. What are you doing?
Get good before you start talking about these games.
What the fuck?
I failed. I failed at the end. You fight like this rock monster. But it's pretty funny, like in the cutscene, he's just like,
You
you know who I am, I'm gonna kill you,
suck.
and he can move like Dante can move really fast. He can move quick. Alright guys, that's all I played. I'm not here yelling in the other room. Go take care of that.
Anyways. Guys and girls, let's go to a quick musical break. After this break, we'll be back with some news. Lots of topics to discuss this week. Some very special news and some Game of the Year news I have for you from the show. And that's it. That's it. Don't expect anything else. How dare you. We'll be back after this musical break.
We'll be right back.
From that musical break, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the news. It's news time. Let's get into some news about video games. Starting off with some Battlefield 5 news for you all, for you folks out there, big Battlefield fans, if you know what I'm saying. I got a Battlefield 5 letter to the community from the dev team. Hi, Battlefield community. On behalf of the Battlefield team, I'd like to apologize for the silence over the past couple of days on the time to kill topic. we've seen it's been a big talking point and causing a divide in the community, which was never our intention. We have been listening closely to what you've all been saying. Changes to the game carrying this kind of weight needs clearer, earlier communication before getting rolled out. We will improve on how we roll out updates in the future and respond more quickly when you have questions or concerns. So why change the time to kill now? The intent came from us observing that new players are having a very hard time with the game compared to our core players. So the noobs are sucking. And we wanted to see if we could improve this over the holidays so more players can have a great time. As many of our veterans players know, Battlefield games constantly evolve and change over time in collaboration with the community. Battlefield 5 is no exception. We've heard you and your feedback that many of you prefer the old time to kill values, with one playlist featuring only conquest using the core settings clearly not being enough. To fix that, we will be adding a core version of all playlists in the game next week, giving you a clearer choice between the new and the old settings. We will update you early next week on when the new playlists will be added. We want to hear from you about the changes we're making. We'd also like to thank all of you for your constructive discussions and feedback we're seeing. Thank you, the Battlefield team. So, there you go, people. Woo! Woo-hoo!
New and old.
So pretty much what this comes down to is they were changing the time to kill because they're saying the noobs suck and they want people that are getting the game for Christmas to have a fair chance at playing the game. But the hardcore Battlefield fans that only play this game, which there's people out there that only play Battlefield, believe it or not, or only play Call of Duty, or only play Madden, or only play Red Dead. There's people that only buy one game a year and play it forever. And, you know, Battlefield is no exception to that, especially being such a known franchise in the shooting category. There's fans of it that only play it. And those people were pissed. So now they're going to add a core playlist with the core settings, I guess the old time to kill settings to the game with all the playlists. Because apparently right now they have the core setting for that, but it's only available in Conquest, and people want to play like Operations, and they can't do like those that Tides of War. You can't do it if you don't play like Grand Operations, because there's certain challenges where like it tells you have to play a match of this mode or whatever, you know, like you have to win a match of Grand Operations, you have to win a match of Domination, you have to win a match of this. So I guess good thing on Battlefield for listening to the community and actually making the changes, but kind of shitty, you know, that they did it in the first place because they want the new players to be happy and comfortable. I say, if the new players suck,
they need to get
let
good.
them suck. They'll get better eventually, right? Right? I mean, think about Halo. Think about Halo. The first time you ever played Halo Online, you probably fucking sucked. Be real.
Yeah.
Then you got good. It's the same thing with any game, really. Think about Gears of War. I fucking suck at that multiplayer, you know?
Maybe they just need a noob playlist to begin with.
But after I play it a few matches, I get a little bit better. I'm not fucking Eric Smith status, but I'm okay after playing a few matches.
2 deaths.
Bro, I was the same way. Like, I avoided Gears Online because I was so bad at it.
It's hard.
And I just, it's hard. It's an adjustment because it's that third-person view and everything. But, you know, practice makes perfect, and that's, you just keep playing and playing and playing and playing.
Pretty much. I mean, that's how it goes. I mean, Call of Duty, if I go back and play Call of Duty right now, I'm probably going to get my ass kicked because I've been playing Red Dead. I've been playing all these other fucking games, you know? And it's just, you know, get a few matches in, you're going to get your bearings back, and then you're back at it again. You're getting your mojo back, and you're going to be good at it. It is what it is, man. No one's just perfect at a game. You don't just add an easy mode to the multiplayer because you're not good at a game.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got your core players, and they need to
one
not
day there will
screw
be
with that at all.
Well, isn't there games out there that do have that, like the casual mode or whatever for like the newbies? Like Rainbow Six Siege doesn't it have that where like the noobs play together for like up to level 20 or something that you can only play in the noob server, and then once you're level 20 you can play ranked or whatever. Like,
oh, didn't PUBG Mobile do that? Like you were playing a bunch of bots before you actually played online
for like the first match or so.
You're getting like
People
10
still
kills.
say,
And
you're like, oh shit, winner chicken dinner, the first match. It's like, well, you were playing bots, dude.
Yeah, well, everyone,
like, no, I was playing real people, man.
Everyone got a chicken dinner on their first match on
good,
PUBG. You know?
Yeah, dude.
It's just, it is what it is, but at least they're listening to the community and making the changes again. And people are pissed. Brink was pissed because he was telling me that, like, how am I not mad about this? And I told him, well, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, and he was like, yeah, but think about the players that only play this game. Like, imagine if you only played Call of Duty and then all of a sudden Call of Duty makes all their guns shitty because people suck and they want everyone to be good.
You just got to get used to that one bullet.
Difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jesus, I suck at Battlefield, and when I'm getting killed by, quite often just trying to defend one objective, it's like, all right, well, you know what? I know not to either keep spawning back in there or get behind him. There's a strategy to it. I don't know, you just gotta, if you're not having fun with it, don't fucking play it. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go play Farming Simulator.
But some people will get Battlefield 5 for Christmas, and that's the only game they're gonna get, dude, because that's the game they've asked their parents for or whatever. Like, Mom, I really want Battlefield 5.
Oh yeah, they will too, because right now it's $30.
Yeah, and the parents are like, "What? That game's $30 right now? Why not? Shit."
Yeah. Call of Duty 60. This is 30. Oh,
maybe you can get Call of Duty for 30 on PC.
Yeah.
Well, you either everything but zombies, I think, is what Blizzard is doing, which is actually not a bad deal. I like that. Yeah, get your battle royale and team deathmatch for $30.
I think I've only played one BR mode on Call of Duty since I've had the game.
Yeah.
And I've had it.
I played a few matches. I got never won though, but I've gotten pretty close, dude. I've gone down to like the last 3 or whatever, last 2 or whatever.
I've mainly been playing like hardcore team deathmatch.
That's what I usually play.
I think I'm like level 6. I hardly play that, dude.
We should get together sometime.
Yeah, I'm down. I would like to play with more people. I don't really care to play by myself. And I don't like core because that bullet time is bad. Like,
yeah, it feels like it takes forever to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Oh man, it sounds like we're like Battlefield players right now. Complaining.
We sound like Battlefield players right now. The bullet time in this sucks. Oh, I can't be the medic because my gun has so much freaking power, and it takes one more bullet to kill somebody.
This post is on Reddit. This post is on Reddit, and I'm actually reading a pretty funny comment here. It says here, okay, you got rid of premium because it divided the player base, right? So they got rid of premium, that premium pass or whatever, because it divided the player base, and they didn't want that. But it says now you're bringing this in, which is doing the exact same thing. You're dividing the player base, and you're splitting your base between people who want the core settings and people who want the noob settings. Like, they're totally doing that. It makes no sense, EA. Come on, get your shit together, DICE. What the fuck?
Yeah, they need to just...
I could guarantee this is an EA decision.
Yeah.
Because they're slashing the price of the game. They're trying to get people to buy it. They probably didn't have the sales they were expecting it to have in like previous Battlefields or whatever. And they're probably sitting there thinking, fuck, yeah, we got to keep the investors happy. Get more players in here. And they're about to add microtransactions to the game here pretty soon, guys. Just a heads up.
So, what they should have done, Jesus, in the beginning, is just made a hardcore playlist. Right? Just scroll over one more time, hardcore playlist.
But see, people don't want, like, I like hardcore in games, but Battlefield hardcore is on another fucking level, dude. Like,
dude, oh yeah,
it's on a whole new level.
Yeah, you're like, where's the objective?
Yeah, you don't know where the objectives are. You don't know. You don't have
got
no
like
mini-map.
40-something people playing. You're gonna get shot. You get shot like just bam.
From like a
mile. Oh my gosh,
a mile away, a fucking sniper shoots you, and you're like, what the fuck? And it doesn't show you the kill cam or where he shot you from. So you spawn again and you get shot again. And
I would rage quit, dude.
So
I would literally throw a controller because I'd be so pissed.
I used to play a Battlefield Hardcore and Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 on the 360. Dude, it was so fucking hard, man. You get these players that are like just camping these fucking towers or whatever with sniper rifles.
Yeah.
They just shoot you a mile away. You're dead.
That's what it's going to turn. That is what it would be, is a snipe fest, dude.
So I would never play hardcore. I'll just
run around with a pistol.
Honestly, they probably already have a hardcore playlist in their Gunny. I never played it because fuck that.
I haven't seen it. It probably exists. I'm just,
Have you guys talked about
casual playlist that they're just trying to nerf everything and bring a balance to. And
have you talked about their BR mode being pushed to spring?
Yeah, that was announced before the launch of the game. I'm not surprised, and I think it's a good move. They got to get the game fixed, man. Obviously, the game was not at top-notch capacity, I think, when they launched it. I just feel like they should have fucking maybe kept it in the oven a little bit longer because the game had a lot of bugs and stuff when they launched it.
I thought it was supposed to be out this month, wasn't it?
No, it was supposed to be out in March.
Oh, okay. I thought it was supposed to be out, in this month.
December? No. They originally...
What's the Tides of War then? What is that?
Tides of War is like a objective type thing where like you have like a little list of things you have to do and you progress with them. And once you get to the end of it, you unlock a certain special item that's unique to Tides of War. For example, the last thing I unlocked was the VGO LMG machine gun, which is a big-ass machine gun that I don't really like. I think it's kind of shitty. But I unlocked that, and like this week it reset now. So like if you didn't get that last week, you can't get it anymore. And this week, or maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe you have to start from the beginning if you start this week. I don't know how that works. But
so I know that there's a button in there. There is a button in there if you go to it, Eric. It'll say, what is Tides of War? You just click on that. And it'll give you all the details.
Oh, I thought the Tides of War was the BR mode. That's what I thought. But what's the name of that? Do they have a name for it yet?
No, not until, like you said, later.
They do. I think it's called Firestorm.
Oh, right. Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of fire coming around you.
Right.
So I'm curious if they'll have something after Tides of War.
Because there's a bunch of fire coming around you.
Yeah, they're a pretty unique name there, you know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
What do we call this thing with fire, guys? We don't know what to name this mode.
We could Ring of Fire, Burning Fire, Firestorm.
That's it. Firestorm, you got it.
Firestorm. You get a raise. It was the freaking cleaning dude.
The janitor.
Just
hanging out with them. Just hanging out.
He's vacuuming. He overhears. What about Firestorm? That's brilliant. What is that movie? What is that movie with Matt Damon? He's the custodian at a college, and he writes on a board.
Oh, yeah. I fucking forget that movie, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's that situation.
Another news.
I can't remember.
I can't remember the movie either. In other news, Epic says it has messed up and has now removed an overpowered Infinity Blade from Fortnite.
We done fucked up.
Anyways, Epic announced the other day that its new and controversial Infinity Blade mythic item has been removed from Fortnite following widespread criticism over the item's overpowered nature and game-breaking position as a pinnacle late-game weapon. The reversal, while not the first time Epic has changed course on an unpopular design decision rather quickly, is notable for the language for the developer used to announce it, as well as how much Epic hyped up the item in marketing and promotions for the recently released Season 7. So here's your quote from, this is what Epic says, it says, "We messed up and rolled out the Infinity Blade overpowered, without good counters, especially in the endgame. The Infinity Blade has been vaulted, and we are reevaluating our approach to mythic items. Thanks for calling us out on this." That's what they said.
Get rid of that thing. They bought Infinity Blade, right? Or I don't know if they just owned it. They moved it over to the Epic Store.
Well, Infinity Blade Mobile was always made by Epic Games. They used their engine. It was one of the first major mobile games to come out on iPhone back in 2011 when it came out, the first one. And it wowed everybody because everybody was like, wow, a phone can push these types of graphics, and ever since then they've released 2 or 3 of them. And I've actually owned them. I own the whole pack. Let me see if I have them downloaded on my phone. Shit.
I've seen them on the App Store. I've just never played them.
Shit. I don't have them on my phone. Oh, wait. I have them on my phone installed. I'm going to sell my phone because they're not on the iOS store anymore.
That's right. They took them off.
They just removed them from the iOS store a couple weeks ago because they were going to release them on their Epic store on their website. Dude, I got him on my phone. I'm going to sell my phone. I'll sell you my phone, Gunny. $2,000 right now.
All right.
You want Infinity Blade? You know what, Gunny? You don't only get Infinity Blade 3. You get Infinity Blade 1, 2, and 3, Gunny.
And you can re-download them. Yeah, I'm going to have to take your account.
$1,000?
You have to take, I'll sell you
account.
my account for $3,000. I have a lot of apps on here, right? It's a lot of apps, bro.
Then he'll get a Google Pixel 3.
There's a lot of apps on here, Gunny. You get, with my Apple account, you get like all these cool apps like...
And the music.
Doodle Jump, Mini Metro, Play.
Is this phone unlock? That's the question. Can I move it over to T-Mobile?
Well, if you pay me $3,000, you'll be able to.
Well, yeah, you just put the SIM card in there, man.
Move it to wherever the fuck you want to move it to. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, so this is obviously a promotion for Infinity Blade because they're trying to hype up, I think, both Fortnite and Infinity Blade. They're trying to get people to notice Infinity Blade, that is now moving to the new store, the Epic Game Store, on their launcher now, I guess on PC. And they've removed it from the iOS store, so they were trying to, I think, build up promotion for both games, kind of, get players in Fortnite new items to play with. Because honestly, the kids in Fortnite don't know what the fuck Infinity Blade is. Infinity Blade? That sounds cool. But
I saw some of the kills. They look pretty epic. Get it? Epic? Pretty cool.
Oh, man. God, Gunny. Shit. That one went right over my head.
That's the SpongeBob SquarePants meme with Patrick yelling, boo. Just kidding, Gunny. I found it. I found your dad joke funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gunny. No wonder your kid is always mad in the pictures, dude. You're probably saying these stupid-ass dad jokes everywhere you go.
Dad jokes.
He tells dad jokes. He does.
Gunny going around everywhere he goes with this kid. He's just giving these stupid fucking dad jokes.
Right.
In other news, gamers worker unite in the United Kingdom for a union. This new union will take aim at unpaid overtime, racism, and sexism in the gaming sector.
That's
right.
Just the UK or everywhere?
No, it's just the UK. Just the UK.
Oh,
so your UK union for video games. Mm-hmm.
So the American gaming places can be as racist and sexist as they want.
As much as for now. Yeah, I guess.
Right. Get it out while you can, guys.
Oh man. Yeah, it says here that that even though gaming companies, have said that they don't let their workers crunch or whatever, as you may call it, says here that according to the International Games Developers Association, the IGDA, they've took a survey and they found that crunch time was still a problem, with 51% reporting that their gaming dev job still required crunch time. 51% of people that make video games.
Yeah, and it says here after that New York Magazine profile in which Dan Houser spoke of working 100-hour work weeks before the release of Red Dead in October.
Yeah, but that was like a head honcho guy. So, and it was a select few people.
All right, let me tell you some crunch workers and their stories, Eric. Listen.
Right.
Listen.
Listening, I'm listening.
Worker A. This is the name is Worker A. A tester for a video games company on a 0-hour contract. He works at a company where there's a hierarchy in terms of language testers. Those specializing in Southern European and Eastern European languages are on a 8 euros an hour. German speakers are on 9 euros an hour, and Nordic language speakers are on a 10 euros an hour salary. He does not get any sick pay, so often works when he's ill. He is often stressed because he is worried about money and if work might dry up from one day to the next. Worker B, a developer in a large studio. He says the coding team are constantly given unrealistic targets that they cannot meet and are made to work weekends in order to hit the deadlines. He complains of bullying in the company, telling of one occasion when the studio head berated an assistant for not putting staples on at a 45-degree angle.
That makes me so angry when people don't do that.
Worker C, Gunny, listen. Now unemployed.
He was a community manager for a small game studio, which he described as high-stress environment. He says he was lumbered with several additional tasks because there was no one else to do them, and was not taken seriously when he complained about homophobia.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this is just a bunch of stuff they pulled out of
That was
their
worker
asses.
seed. Don't fucking lie, Eric. This is worker seed. Don't you fucking... How dare you offend worker C right now?
I feel like, especially B, like, really? This is bullshit.
Man, if you don't put the tables at a 45-degree angle, I'm going to come down hard on you.
Worker C are
Oh my
You're going to get written up.
super important people in this world, okay?
He's a freaking manager. Of course you're going to work more. You're expected to. You're a fucking manager.
And he was probably on salary.
Don't be a little bitch about it.
Whoa,
There's a couple
whoa, what's going on right now, guys?
Fired up. Emo's fired up.
Oh, shit, I feel...
Eric, no staples at 45 degrees. Let this first be your first verbal warning.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Suck on these nuts.
That's it. Sexual harassment, I'm claiming.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, this is horrible, guys. You're all fired. I'm just firing everybody. I don't care.
I'm going to staple your forehead.
I'm going to staple your forehead. You know what? I already complained about you guys being about homophobia, so...
Oh, man.
Better Business Bureau already knows about you two.
Oh, fuck.
Get serious for just a moment here, folks.
I'm going to own your house when this is done.
I'm going to staple your mouth shut. Hold on.
This is crazy,
That's sexual
guys.
harassment.
I don't know what's going on here, listeners.
Yeah.
I hope you're not offended.
Hope you're not offended.
I think there's two things here.
Oh,
For one, okay, so unions are good. I'm in a union. I've been in the union now for 11 years. Go Teamsters. Great for...
You guys didn't go on strike. I work for shipping and stuff in my company, and we got an email saying like, oh, you need to reroute all packages to FedEx and XPO logistics and all this shit because Teamsters are going on strike.
Well, it was a possibility, and
you guys didn't.
So FedEx is not Teamsters. I don't think any of them are Teamsters. None of the FedEx people are. So but UPS and there's a few other companies such as mine, we're all kind of in the same grouping. And so, I think it was UPS, what was it? The larger portions of it were going to go on strike. So we got the same deal as they did, which is nice. They want to take away certain things. But
so, do you have union fees?
Yeah, I got to pay dues every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. If you don't mind me asking, what are your dues every 2 weeks?
I forgot what it is. I think it's $53 every 2 weeks. $61.
So $60 every 2 weeks and 100. Well, you get paid every other week.
Every week.
You get paid every week. So $120 a month.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
But that covers, you figure that covers medical, dental, and also retirement. So it's all three things. You will get a retirement, within however many.
I feel like this wouldn't work for these people because if they're already complaining about not making enough money, how are they going to have enough money to pay their union dues when it's just going to come out of their paycheck probably, and they're still not going to have enough money, and they're still going to bitch about what they're doing.
Yeah, every union's different, right? Like you've got all these other, electrical union and plumbing and stuff, and so some of them don't have like a retirement thing. It just mainly is there for, medical benefits,
Mm-hmm.
And also if let's say that, you get fired, then there could be a mediation for, why you got fired. I mean, I always look at that as the main thing for.
Can the company fire you, or is it the union fires you?
No. So it's going to be the company that fired you.
So the union is a safety net. So when you get fired,
they're there to back you up.
And they're there. They'll be like, no, you're not going to fire them, or be like, why are you firing them?
Pretty much, yeah. There'll be that mediation, like, did you have the right to fire that person, and what's the reason, and any way this person could be reinstated. It's one of those things.
I think unionizing for this I don't think it's a good idea.
But here's the other thing I look at too with regards to this article is, if you're working for a company that already has a good, what do you call it? What's the place you go to when you want to complain about?
HR?
Yeah, HR. Like if it has a good HR department, good management, upper management, I mean, these are some things you shouldn't have to worry about. I know there's been a lot of things going on with big companies like Apple and Google, in regards to HR. So, because these people can be sued for a lot of money, when it comes to sexual harassment or, not enough pay or things like that. So, yeah. But it's good they got a union. That's awesome. I hope they do get, good medical benefits and stuff like that, and the union's good to them. Absolutely.
So where is this at? Where was this at, Jesus? In the UK?
Yes.
Yes.
Does the UK do they pay for medical stuff?
No, it's
healthcare?
No, they have like a universal healthcare over there, don't they?
Don't they? I think that's why they're not talking about it in the article. Just like Canada, it's not, something that's going to be part of that contract.
Yeah, they already have healthcare over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure things out. I don't think it's good. I think it's stupid.
I mean, and I wonder too how that could affect video games, where it does come to crunch time and you can pull out your union card and go, well, says right here, and I got Big Brother behind me,
Right.
But imagine if all the gaming studios went to union and then crunch time was not part of the contract or the deal or whatever the union signed with the company. I mean, what game studio is going to stay open? Because they're all going to shut down. Because games cost a lot of money to make. They cost hundreds of millions of dollars sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they cost less. Obviously, there's games that cost $100,000 to make, but there's games that cost millions and millions of dollars to make. You have people investing money into your company to fund your making of a game. And if you tell them, okay, we'll make you your money back in 4 years or whatever, we'll give you your whatever you invested back with some interest or whatever. And now you're going to tell them, well, because of crunch time, we can't make this deadline.
Yeah.
We're going to have to push your game out to 8 years now to make. Sorry, dudes. We told you it's going to release 2020. Now it's going to release 2023. We're sorry. People are going to stop investing in video games. People are going to be like, fuck video games. This is the worst industry to invest in because there's no money being made back, Do companies have to pay unions? Does your company pay your union?
Yes. So I don't know the ratio, but it's generally sometimes half or even like 60 to 70%. So for example...
See, that's so bad, man.
So you figure I'm paying one rate, right? We all pay one rate, and because we all get paid one rate, and whatever that contract says. So for example, you figure I'm paying that $120 a month, where but if you break that down, within the three things I talked about, whether it be healthcare or 401k, my employer is also paying, for example, I'm paid $26 an hour, so my employer is paying $4 extra an hour, and that will go into the retirement. But, I don't know. So I don't know what that number is, but so that would
these
might
gaming
work out
companies,
better for them.
These gaming companies have to talk to their investors and be like, look, we need to also more money to pay for these unions.
Yeah, and so it might work out for them if they don't have to pay certain things. I know here in America you've got your the voice actors, right? Aren't they in a union? But what about video game company employees? Are they union in America? I don't think they are. I haven't heard of any. So, yeah.
Okay, are we done with the union talk here, guys?
Union meeting's over.
Union meeting is over. Thank you guys for enlightening us all about fucking unions. Anyways, moving on now to more news. Meanwhile, over in Facebook land, there's a device that you can buy and have a camera in your home powered by Facebook that you can use to Facebook people and talk to people on Facebook with. Well, Facebook announced that they have released new features on their Facebook device for your house. So now you can watch news and watch YouTube, get YouTube videos, browse the internet, get recipes, watch football, etc. But they've also announced gaming for your little tablet device thing that you put in your house. And so, yeah, they're going to add Facebook games to it. Yeah.
Is this something you've heard of before, guys?
Yeah. No, I have. I've seen them. It looks like a fucking digital. What is those things? Those like digital frames or whatever.
Yeah,
it looks like almost like
it
looks like a picture digital frame, but it is that kind of, but it isn't. It's Facebook, so like you could browse Facebook on there, or you can like post pictures on there to Facebook, or you can FaceTime people on Facebook Messenger or whatever through there, and like fucking FaceTime with people. It's not FaceTime. It's called whatever it's called on there. Because FaceTime
it's just where you go live, right?
Yeah,
just call it go live.
FaceTime is a trademark of Apple, but it's like you can web chat with people, like you can like Skype them or whatever and talk to them live if they have one of these things too in their home. It's called the Portal. I think that's what it's officially called. Very unique fucking name, huh? Portal.
Like the game.
You can get a 10-inch high-definition display at 720p, which will cost you $199. $199, Gunny. Or you can opt for the bigger and more powerful 15-inch Portal with 1080p screen for $349. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you can already do this with your iPad.
Don't
or
you
your...
fucking lie to me. How dare you?
No, you can't. I'm telling you.
You can't do this. You can't portal call dad or portal call mom.
I guess it wouldn't be called portal. It would just be like make a phone call. Yeah.
I want to portal call dad, and then you can portal call your dad with this, or portal call your mom, or portal call your wife, or portal call whoever.
Do I have to say, hey, Alexa, or just hey, portal?
Hey, portal. That's what you say. No, that's what you really say. I'm not a bullshit.
It does. It says that, huh? Yeah, you're right. I'm reading the article. Okay.
Hey, portal. Anyways, I guess if you have one of those guys, get ready for some games on it. I don't know anyone who has one, but I've seen them, and they've been out for a few years now. So there's that.
Yeah.
In other news, Pennsylvania knows about taxing people. They know people like games. So now there's a new tax being proposed. Dun, dun, dun. The government of Pennsylvania, Christopher B. Quinn, a politician for the state of Pennsylvania, has proposed a bill. With this bill, a 10% sales tax will be included for violent video game titles. Yeah.
Why?
10% sales tax on violent video games. Wonder what constitutes violent. What makes is it mature rated video games?
I'm sure Mortal Kombat wouldn't be on this.
Mortal Kombat is getting like triple tax. We're taxing this 3 times.
The whole 100%.
We're taxing you 3 times, Mortal Kombat. Fuck you. You're getting all the taxes, bro.
Because supposedly the funds will be raised to use for school safety. On the other hand, this would provide a means to further protect the school system from any potential attacks. But that could start to play a role in causing developers to further restrict video game titles. I
hate this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, so this is adults paying extra.
I hate this whole article, man, because okay, a lot of states always try to pass new tax laws. Any state you live in, it doesn't matter what state you live in the United States, they always try to pass a fucking tax law. And what's the number one reason they say they're going to pass it? What's the number one reason, Gunny? Number one reason.
Generate more money?
For what?
I don't know.
For what, usually?
Oh, I mean, roads comes to mind. But
Schools is the number one reason they always bring up. Well, what about the children? We need to fucking serve the children. And we're increasing taxes for the children. So they get all these people on their side because who wants to be against the children, right?
That's true. Yeah,
But half the fucking time, these tax money or all this fucking money that gets generated that's supposed to be extra income, right? They do the fucking math before they propose these bills. They're like, we could fucking generate $1.3 billion in the next 2 years or whatever on just doing this one tax, right? And then they pass it because they get all these fucking people bamboozled into thinking we're going to pass this fucking tax law and raise $2 billion for schools. And then what happens to the $2 billion? Fucking poof, disappears, motherfucker. Like magic comes in and just disappears. Abracadabra, we're fucking gone. We don't know where it's at. We don't know what happened to it.
I agree. And just go to a little bit further, as you know, with lotteries, right? A lot of money goes to schools, right? Whether it be Oregon or California or Washington or everywhere else there's lotteries. But, hey, every kid's got an iPad in school, right? We talked about that on the show one time. But where's the rest of the money? That's what I want to know, It
makes no fucking sense, dude. Like in Oregon, they're trying to pass this new...
Who patted their pockets?
Oh, they're already passing like new laws against bags, right? They're banning the plastic bags in a lot of cities here in Oregon. A lot of cities are against it because they're like, no, fuck you. No one wants to carry their fucking groceries in a damn basket with no bag. What the fuck's your problem? But some cities
you gotta pay
have
10
passed
cents
it.
for that paper.
No, that's what it is. You can get a bag, but it's 10 cents per paper bag or whatever.
They have to charge you, and that money goes to the government. Yeah.
Schools or whatever.
Right.
And now in Oregon, they're trying to pass a new tolling law where they're going to toll the fucking freeway, dude. The fucking freeway I take to work sometimes.
Oh my god.
They're going to add new tolls to that shit. They want to add a tolling booths to it because they say, oh, we need to generate more money for schools. Yet, Oregon...
Well, that's supposed to be for roads.
No, they're saying it's for schools, Gunny. They're like, no, this is for schools. It's not for roads.
How can they constitutionally do that? I don't know how.
We're going to tax the roads that you drive on to get more money for schools, which I don't get how they're trying to do, but they already proposed it.
I'm not against schools. I'm just saying.
Neither am I. What gets me, man, is that they're always saying that it's for schools, but it never gets used for schools. It gets used for some new bullshit they're building or whatever the fuck they're going to... We're going to build a new art project over here or some shit. And then the overspending or whatever, they always do this shit, dude. It pisses me off. This is just another one of those things where they're going to try to pass this fucking law to tax gamers 10% for buying a mature rated title, even though you're an adult. Go ahead and watch porn all you want for free, but we're going to tax you if you want to play video games. That's what they're saying. Go watch Pornhub for free. We're not going to tax you 10% on that. We'll tax you 10% on video games, though. Makes no fucking sense, man. Because they're violent. Because kids can play video games.
I mean, so when do we stop? Do we just go, hey, so every movie that's R-rated now, that's just be an additional cost. It'll be an actual tax at your movie theater.
Because kids can go watch movies too. Parents can bring their kids to an R-rated movie. Why not tax movies?
Right. Just like when you go to GameStop, take your kid in there. Well, I'm buying it.
Yep.
And, of course, they let you know. Just like that happened last week when I took a kid to GameStop, a couple weeks ago. This game is M-rated. Okay.
It's just frustrating to me that they always try to push this shit where, we're going to use the money for this or for schools, and they never fucking use it for shit. Ever use it for anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Makes no fucking sense. You fucking stupid state fucking governments. Tired of your shit.
It's this Christopher B. Quinn guy.
Fuck that Christopher B. Quinn guy.
This is the dickhead that's proposing it, man.
Why doesn't he pay a fucking tax on breathing air, motherfucker?
Right.
Hey, we got a new one here in California last week, guys. Text messages are now taxed or something like that.
What?
They're not.
Yes, I kid you not. I'll send you the tweet.
No, I thought they shut that down right away. I thought like a lot of politicians were like, no, fuck this, we're voting no on this, and they voted no on it right away.
I thought it passed. I swear I was following it on Twitter.
I don't think it passed.
It could be, they're going to come up with something, man, just to
figure out a way.
But it's going to go pay for schools, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the schools really need it, honey. Them schools.
When
the best schools.
We did those elections, the recent elections and everything, the school here proposed they wanted some new facilities, like a new tennis court and a new barn for future farmers of America and a bunch of other stupid shit. And the community, like, they said no. We're like, no, you're not raising our taxes so you can use our money and raise my taxes to build your shit. You need to do it yourself. But it was like, I think that the votes were like 100, like a difference of 100, it was pretty close, but it didn't go through, and I'm super glad because I just got a house and I don't need my taxes going up more.
Yep.
Yeah, and they try with these smoke and mirror things where it's a half-cent sales tax. Yeah, on everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, it's going to be more than a half a penny. It's going to be more like
the school complains that their building is, falling apart. Well, stop buying fucking football jerseys every freaking year.
Yeah, how about them? Reuse the fucking jerseys, motherfuckers.
They do. I'm just gonna keep going on a rant. We need to change the story.
Let me change to a worse story. Let's go on to worse stories. It seems like the news machine knew he was going to get us fired up on that tax thing, and now he's got us going.
He's like, well, this is a good. He's cracking his knuckles. He's like, oh
boy, I can't wait to hear this.
I didn't watch this video, but
Fortnite gamer Mr. Dead Moth was arrested after assaulting his wife while live streaming. It says here a popular Fortnite player in Australia was arrested and charged with assaulting his wife on Sunday after thousands of online viewers witnessed the apparent violent incident while he was live streaming. Luke Monday, a 26-year-old gamer who goes by the handle Mr. Deathmoth, is accused of assaulting his wife, who is 4 months pregnant with his third child. In the video, she asked him to stop playing Fortnite, because he was streaming, he's a streamer, and eat dinner. And like she said, stop playing Fortnite and eat dinner. When he leaves his chair, he left his chair and shouted back, "Stop, please." And then what sounded like a slap can be heard, and then the woman begins crying.
Yeah.
And then she goes on to say, "You hear that? All you people out there, he just hit me in the face."
Damn.
Viewers on the streaming site Twitch reportedly alerted the police, who were arrested Monday at his Oran Park residence in southwest Sydney, Australia. The woman was not seriously injured, but she told police that she was distressed and shaken. Police said 2 young girls were at the home when the incident occurred. And it says here, "I'm very grateful to those people because I can see the community is showing that they care. Especially, believe it or not, most of them were men," the victim's mother told the news. "As far as I'm concerned, he should not be around children. He should not even have access to his children. And he should not be around a woman." Now, Monday was charged with assault and granted bail. He is scheduled to appear in court on Thursday. So he went to court on Thursday for this. And, I mean, I've seen this video because it came up. And I saw it. And it was on Reddit or something. I was on there. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I saw it. And it made me pissed off, dude. Because I grew up in a house full of violence. And a lot of violence generated towards my mother. And it fucking infuriated me seeing this happen, especially from a fucking dude who's like a streamer, and he's streaming a game, and I mean, all she literally asked him to do was to stop playing fucking Fortnite and go eat dinner. Yeah, it's like Gunny's wife coming in here and yelling at Gunny, "Go eat dinner, Gunny," and Gunny would get up and slap his wife. I mean, that would be fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't blame you in the least. To go call the police on me.
Fuck yeah, I would call the police on you, Gunny. You would never be on this show ever again.
Yes, I got a full spot then. Yes. I mean, no. Oh.
Gosh, it breaks my heart to see, to even see this video and the kids in the house.
Yeah, the kids are in the house, and then she's pregnant on top of that. She's pregnant right now, and and he did this, and who's to say, like, he's obviously probably done it before.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you know what I mean? If he's so easily able to stand up in the middle of his live streaming without pausing his stream and slap his wife while streaming, and his mic is on and everything is on, he's done this before. And that's fucking messed up, dude. And I hope this dude goes to jail. I hope that his community of viewers, because he has a community of viewers that view him and support him and fund him or whatever, give him money for streaming or whatever he does.
That's done for.
I hope they turn against him. It says here that I was reading on Reddit that the people on Twitch actually who saw this happening live,
doxed him. They like fucking leaked all information. They fucking doxed his ass right away. Like they fucking found out who he was, where he lived, what he did, everything. And that's how they called the cops on him, because they were like able to find out, where he lives and stuff. But that's just completely wrong, dude. In every way, shape, and form. It makes people that love doing what they do as streamers and gamers and entertainers, it makes them look bad. You know what I mean?
Well, it just makes gaming as a whole look bad. I mean,
yeah, because look, this guy, because people,
the world has a view of video games as being very violent, and it turns people violent, and this doesn't help that situation.
Definitely, and you're right, Eric, because people are not going to look at this as, oh, this guy is a woman abuser. He beats his wife. Mm-hmm. They're going to look at this as, look at what that video game made him do.
Yeah,
not look at what he did out of his own actions. Look at what that video game made him do.
And not necessarily that what the game itself did, but he is so fired up about a video game, and that his wife's like, "Come eat dinner." Shut up.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I mean, that's stupid.
Like, it's not going to be about him being a piece of shit. It's going to be about, oh, look what the game did. Yeah. Look what the game did.
And that's unfortunate.
I hope Twitch suspends his account.
Oh, they totally did. They said they suspended his account.
I would shut it down. I wouldn't suspend it.
No, yeah, I think they did. Yeah, they closed his account or let him, like, he can't stream anymore on Twitch. But I mean, I sincerely hope whatever platform he was playing on, I hope they fucking ban him too. If he was playing on Epic's launcher on PC, I hope Epic fucking closes his account for Fortnite, which I think they actually did.
Yeah, he needs good help.
Yeah, I mean, this dude is a piece of shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
You won't like it in prison.
Yeah. So I'm we'll go to Reddit. Mm-hmm.
Well, listen to this real quick.
Yeah, so fuck, dude. Reddit makes it even worse. Oh my god. So now there's I'm on Reddit, and people of course have doxed him, and they were able to hack him and all kinds of stuff. And some people are saying now on Reddit that there's videos of him calling his toddler daughter a cunt. And
is that a bad word in Australia?
I don't know. I mean,
but I know in England it doesn't mean the same thing it means here.
What does it mean in England?
I'm not sure. I just remember hearing it's just a different meaning.
Yeah, I know in Fiji, like islands, which is partially British, sometimes they'll say that.
And it says here some people are defending him. There are some people on Reddit defending him, saying that she, in fact, threw a piece of cardboard at him first.
Okay,
let's see the evidence. Big difference, yeah.
Well, they're saying that she threw a piece of cardboard at him, and that's the reason he got up and was pissed off at her, and he was already mad at her for throwing the piece of cardboard at him earlier, and that's why he slapped her. But fucking regardless of what the fuck happened before that, I don't care, dude. Like, you don't fucking do that. You know what I mean? A piece of cardboard is not the same as slapping someone in the fucking face. You know, like,
if you get hurt by a piece of cardboard, then dude, just
give up on life.
You're a loser. But I looked it up on Wikipedia. It says the British use of it is described as an unpleasant or stupid person, and then in some language, it's usually for an obscene word or an offensive term towards a woman in the United States. So,
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's obviously people here in YouTube and stuff posting videos about this and what the girl did to him before he hit her.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Shit. I mean, regardless of what it is, dude, I will never condone that. I don't give a fuck what happened. I don't care if she fucking slapped him. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, you should never hit a woman, dude. Like, that's not right. Whatever, man. But
I got fired up from that story. Even watching what I saw last week, reading the article, even learning about it made me pissed off because, like I said, I grew up in a household that had a lot of violence when I was a child growing up, and I saw a lot of that stuff happening to my own mother. And that shit brought flashbacks, dude. And I fucking hate it. Honestly.
Way to go, news machine.
In other news, there's a victim that paid $160 for a video game system, and he got a box of rocks.
What? Says here.
In Gastonia, North Carolina, a teenager is facing charges accused in 2 incidents where the victims say they were either buying or selling high-priced items, but instead got robbed. Gastonia police said the first incident, which happened on December 3rd, involved the sale of an iPhone to a 16-year-old Jason Henderson. The victim said she had agreed to meet up with Henderson after he expressed interest in buying her phone online. Henderson is accused of assaulting, then taking the phone from the victim after meeting up at a location on Union Road. Police said a few days later, Henderson used the same location as a place of a sale for a video game system with the victim. The victim paid him $160, according to the report, but when the victim opened the box with the video game system, he found rocks inside. Records indicate Henderson has been arrested a total of 4 times since March, including for his most recent incident, for which is now being held on a $60,000 bond. He's a criminal.
He's a real con job, I tell you.
Yeah, just stealing people's phones, fucking, yeah, dude, go to jail.
And, it even talks, like, with that woman, he assaults her, then takes her phone. I mean, what the fuck, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Crazy, buying shit on Craigslist.
Yeah, don't buy shit on Craigslist, people.
I know, Jesus, you told me that story, man, with you, and that kind of frightened me, man.
Which one?
Really frightened me. The one where you went to the guy's house and he was like yelling
freaking
obscenities.
The fuck out? Oh man, that was.
You were freaking out. I was freaked out listening to that story. And then when you went to buy the other PS4, you were like, "Wish me luck." I was on edge, man. I was. I kept checking online. Is he alive? Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's some weird people on Craigslist. That was the weirdest situation I've ever been in my whole life. No, not.
Yeah, I was a little nervous too when I sold one of my Xboxes.
It was
Xbox 360s.
It was really awkward going to that dude's house and then having him start freaking the fuck out inside his house.
Right, because you're kind of trapped. It's not like you are.
You literally are trapped. I was fucking trapped in that house. Because think about it, if that dude would have been so mad at me and then he pulled out a gun and shot me, right?
Right.
All he would have had to told the police was he came at me and tried to attack me or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And who's to prove him wrong? No one was in there but his girlfriend and him. All they had to say was this crazy bastard was going to try to rob us for our gaming system. He wasn't going to buy this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I would have been fucking dead because this crazy bastard shot me for no reason. You know what I mean? That's some crazy shit, dude. Never go to somebody's house. Learn my lesson there.
And don't invite people over to your house. Yeah. I've done that before too.
No, never sell things at your house because then if they don't like it, then they'll show up at your fucking house trying to fight with you and shit.
Yeah.
You fucking sold me a piece of shit. Fucking trying to fight with you.
When I bought my TV on Facebook Marketplace, I got pretty lucky. The people that were selling it were pretty nice. So
okay. Yeah,
I got lucky there. Because I was nervous, dude. I was like, dude, I'm going to get shot. I'm going to get shanked somewhere. I'm going to meet this person like at night in a parking lot. They're going to stab me, and I'm just going to die alone.
Now, police stations, a lot of places have, like the police stations in towns all have like a little area where it's designated for like Facebook selling or Craigslist or whatever. Like it's super lit up. Like even at nighttime, it's like super lit up. And they have like tons of cameras around there. So, like, they could see you there.
When I worked at Brinks, the armored car company, that was one of the meeting places, one of the few meeting places.
Where?
Go right to the police station.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Meeting other trucks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
The next article is pretty positive if you've seen this picture, guys.
Well, which one?
This is with the noise complaint. I read this article on Twitter. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I actually did see this. I can't open up the article because I can't.
It says noise complaint call results in epic video battle between St. Paul cop gamers. Officer Isaac Palmer got crushed while playing the popular Nintendo game Smash Brothers.
So
it turned out to be the best moment on his shift.
These guys, right, got their neighbors called the cops on him for a noise complaint. And then when the cops showed up, the guys were like, we're just fucking playing Smash Bros, dude. Like, come on, man. This game just came out. And the cops were like, oh, shit, Smash Bros Ultimate. And they fought with the cops on Smash Bros.
Yeah, so it's got a picture of them
awesome.
playing with the other guys.
Yeah.
That's so fucking awesome, dude. Like, think about that. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
We're super hyped, bro. We're all playing Smash Bros in here. Come join us.
And the cops just join in on the ruckus. You know?
Fuck
It's
the
fun.
neighbors,
That's
you
cool.
fucking asshole neighbors.
It's 7 o'clock. It's not 9 o'clock yet.
You dicks.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. In other news, let's go to Pornhub news.
Nope.
The yearly porn stats are here, ladies and gentlemen. And they reveal trends for searching. Says here, while the hero shooter Overwatch dominated last year's list, there's a bit more diversity in the top video game characters users search for in 2018. Topping the list this year, oddly enough, is the fictitious video game character Bowsette. That's right. Bowsette. If you remember Bowser, remember like earlier this year somebody made Bowsette where like they wanted Bowser to be a female, so they made Bowser.
I don't remember that. I do not
Yeah, it
remember
happened
that.
earlier this year. It was like a meme thing or whatever. Well, like, some people started making porn based off of Bowsette, and they put it on Pornhub, and yeah.
Okay, Jesus, as many times that I've visited Pornhub, video games have never come to mind. I've never searched for it.
You're just not living your best life, Gunny.
Like, am I not a gamer? Am I just not into the whole...
Are you not living your best life right now? What's going on?
I need to broaden my Pornhub horizons here.
Broaden them. Just search for Bowsette next time you're there. Right. Other popular characters this year included Bridget from Overwatch, Mercy, Ash, Widowmaker, and Tracer. Those are characters from Overwatch. Yeah. Oh,
they are pretty sexy, I gotta say.
Tracer. Fuck yeah. All 4 women made it into the top 10 search for characters. It says here, thanks to the recently released Shadow of the Tomb Raider and the Tomb Raider movie, Lara Croft is in the 3rd most searched character. She is the 3rd most searched character. Lara Croft. Wow. What a surprise. Zelda, Mario, and Calamity from Fortnite round out the top search terms. So Calamity from Fortnite, Zelda, and Mario are on the list as well. It says here, speaking of Fortnite, the game made a massive impact on the overall search trends. It rose 17,323 ranks to become the 15th most searched for term in 2018 on Pornhub. That's right. It nestled itself right behind a timeless classic, Big Ass, in the search bar. Number 15, Gunny. Who would have known Big Ass is the 14th most searched for thing on fucking Pornhub?
Damn. It's like my number 5.
Along with Calamity, other Fortnite characters also appeared on the extended list for popular characters with Bunny, Zoe, Sunstrider, and Bright Bomber, all showing up in the top 28 characters searched for on Pornhub. More indirectly, Red Dead Redemption's 2 new release saw a 745% increase in Wild West and 489% increase in Western searches starting in October.
I remember hearing about that.
How about them Westerns, huh? You know what I'm saying there, partner?
What's her name, Daisy? I forgot her name.
What are you talking about?
The chicken Red Dead 2.
No, Sadie, bro.
Sadie.
I wonder,
Yes.
Where does she rank on this list? Fucking Sadie.
She's hot.
Oh, fuck yeah. Says here, as for consoles, nothing major has changed there. The PS4 is still the leader for Pornhub viewing, taking a 54.4% of the traffic share for 2018. Unsurprisingly, the Xbox One X is in second place, while third place is the PlayStation Vita. That's right.
Take Pornhub on the go if you don't have a phone.
Says here the 3DS saw a major decline,
And the Wii U is still holding on with the 4.6% search rate. That's right.
Wii U. Oh, so here we go. Those percentages will likely shift dramatically when the Switch rolls out a browser.
Mm-hmm. That's it, guys. That's all I have for your Pornhub news. We'll keep you updated next year on the list of what do you guys think will be the top search game next year for Pornhub?
I think it'll be a VR experience.
VR. What about The Last of Us 2? Because The Last of Us 2 is coming out next year,
yeah.
right? Last of Us 2 will be on that fucking list, I bet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be coming out at all next year.
Okay. What about Normidas Fetus? What's that fucking game called? Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, number one search for in Pornhub?
I don't know, dude.
Oh.
Metro Exodus?
I'm surprised there's not like a God of War one.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's gonna make the top next year, Eric. I know.
What?
What's that fucking game that's being remade? Kingdom Hearts 3!
There you go, Clint.
Yeah. Bunch of
Search
Mickey Mouse.
number one.
Jedi, you're up.
Number one search for term in Pornhub of 2019.
For bestiality.
Oh my goodness. Fuck. This is crazy. How does... I wonder the people working at Pornhub, like, how do they look at these stats and just not like, what the fuck's wrong with this world? These fucking people are crazy.
We need to add more game porn to this list.
Pornhub's going to be coming out with a virtual reality. You watch.
Yep. They will. They'll partner with Oculus or PSVR.
Yeah.
Yep. And it'll come bundled with like a pocket pussy or something.
Ooh, damn. Woof. What about for the female user?
They can have a dildo, probably. Or a vibrator or something.
Ooh, yeah. Get the platinum package.
Yeah, the platinum package.
You know what I'm saying? The collector's edition.
Sex toy package.
Mm-hmm. Get yourself a nice collector's edition. Get a box of some wipes. Get yourself a sex toy.
Get your oils.
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus.
Lube. Comes with a tube of lube.
Guys, if you don't know how to sort your trash, this simple video game would help you sort your trash. It's called Sort It Out, a very simple online game that immediately informs users if they say incorrectly thrown their moldy bread in the garbage. It goes in the compost, Eric. It does not go in the garbage.
I'm so glad there's a trash simulator to tell me how to distribute my trash.
Where does tinfoil go? Okay, this bin.
It says here that a study published in the Journal of Environmental Management a couple weeks ago says here, after 308 students at the University of British Columbia played the game, the study says that they monitored their 2 residential buildings on campus. And another third building was included too as the control group, so they didn't get to play any of that game. It says here that the team measured all the buildings per in recyclables twice a week and food scraps 3 times a week. They skipped the trash since that shit gets way too heavy. The team analyzed the weight of the waste and the level of contamination, which measures how much scraps are in the wrong place. The results were pretty clean. It says here the food waste bin grew in weight, which signals that more food was being composted. That's right.
I feel like the people that bought Farming Simulator 19 are going to buy this game.
Who the fuck would fucking... What are people doing at universities? Who the fuck gets funding for this type of shit? Oh, bro, yeah, I need funding for what? I'm making a game. I'm gonna sort trash.
What? Sort trash.
Recyclables, man.
Do what now?
DLC.
I need a sort trash. I'm making a game about sorting trash. Okay, you get all the funding you need. Here you go. It's just fucking crazy.
You can now drive the garbage truck to the dump. To the recycle station.
Kids in China are now trying every trick in the book to beat facial recognition software that puts a mandatory time limit on popular video games, Gunny. Yep.
This story must have evolved.
It says here the country's biggest video game publisher, Tencent, recently started using facial recognition software to verify player identities and limit the playtime for those under the age of 18. Tencent's age verification process uses an official government database to confirm player identities with their photo and personal information. Players are under the age of 18 are limited to playing just 2 hours a day, while those under the age of 12 are limited to 1 hour a day. It says here, Tencent use artificial intelligence and data collection to monitor player behavior, and the company claims it will eventually be able to detect when an underage user is playing using an adult's information. After officially implementing the facial recognition software in the most popular game, Honor of Kings, the company reported that about half of the accounts linked to the underage players have successfully completed the process. Of the accounts that didn't complete the process, 98% failed or declined the facial recognition test. Those who failed to complete the facial recognition are automatically limited to just 1 hour of play. So if you don't put your face on the thing, they're like, oh, well, you're just a little kid. You get 1 hour no matter what. It says here, Tencent reported that young players have been using a number of methods to try to get around the verification process. Some attempted to use photos of sleeping relatives, while others tried to impersonate their grandparents while talking to Tencent's customer service. The company said that some kids have even convinced their parents or other adults they know into calling customer service to try to remove the age-based limit or the age-based time limit. It says here in the statement following the rollout of the facial recognition software, Tencent said that the attempts to circumvent the system made it more determined to successfully implement the technology. The company has previously said it intends to add age restrictions to its 10 most popular games. That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, they must be under a lot of pressure too. Tencent from the government itself.
This is some fucking Black Mirror shit right here.
I would think every kid would have like a pocket mustache or something.
It says here with about
take
1/5 of the world's total population, China is the largest video game market on the planet. Despite heavy regulations on media and online content in the country, Chinese gamers spend more than $34 billion on video games in the past year. It says, while China's audience for video games has seen a consistent growth, officials in the country have now expressed concern about potential gaming addiction and the impact video games may have on the country's youth. As a result, Chinese regulators have slowed the approval process for new games in the country and limited the monetization of games that have already been approved. As China's largest publisher, Tencent has borne the brunt of the freeze. Tencent's share price has dropped nearly 30% since the year began, and the company has lost about $200 billion of its overall value. Analysts have viewed Tencent's decision to implement age restriction for its most popular games as a form of cooperation with Chinese regulations, and China is now slowly reconstructing its process for approving new games, but Tencent's age verification process could mark a point for the country's growing interest in video games.
Yeah, definitely pressure from the government.
Shit. Oh, I would hate to live there.
I know. And we had a gentleman from this Xbox Life. I don't know if he's in our group or not, but he spoke about going to China and how everybody uses that Tencent kind of app or whatever on their phone to play games. Like that's what they play most on.
Yeah, because if you look at Tencent is like one of the world's biggest video game company. It owns like so much parts of so many video games that like no matter if one thing completely fails, they have money in other shit to keep making money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the company that's too big to fail.
In like everything almost.
Pretty much.
Every gaming company.
Yeah. I mean, they've owned like pretty much a lot of games. Like, let me see here. Subsidiaries. I'm going to look at the list here of the games that they own. They own 40% of Epic Games. They own part of Riot Games, Supercell, Tencent Games, Miniclip, Tencent Pictures, Comsen, Grinding Gear Games, a bunch of Chinese fucking games, Tencent Music, Tencent Technology again, Tencent E-Commerce, Tencent America, Tencent Mobility. Like, if you look at the list of companies, they fucking own this. It's like 100 companies, dude. Like, they have part of the stock.
40% in Epic, right?
Yeah.
That's
a lot. That's a lot. I mean, it's not half, but it's still
basically. Wow.
They're making a lot of money for Fortnite.
They're making a lot of money.
You know, Jesus, when we talked about on the show with the iPhone, with, you know, it has that app and timer, you know, how much you spent doing FaceTime or whatever.
Yeah, the FaceTime.
And, you know, so I wonder also if it has to do with, like, test circuit for, like, you know, China, assuming the iPhone is there, and probably with Google as well.
Not Google.
So,
they don't have Google.
They have a version of Google there.
They have, yeah.
Like their own.
And it's probably heavily regulated with.
Yeah.
It's Google. Google runs it, but it's like a special Google for them. Mm-hmm. The new Google.
Chinese Google.
I was hearing on VGO, like, they're trying to make their own internet.
Yeah, because pretty much right now what they're doing also, besides this facial recognition, they're getting really heavily into facial recognition right now. So one of the major things they're doing at this point is, you know how was China, right? They have like very restrictive internet. They don't get to browse freely like we do here in the U.S. So they can't go to certain websites. They can't do certain things. So they have actually their own version of like Facebook. They have their own Facebook, like it's made for China. And the thing that they're doing there now is on your Facebook in China, they have a rating system on how loyal you are to the party of, I think it's the People's Republic of China. So it says how loyal you are to them, and it's a 5-star rating. And depending on the actions you take on your daily life, because all their cameras are connected to this server thing or whatever that has facial recognition, they track every movement you do throughout your day. And say if you buy a lot of alcohol or you buy, certain things that are not like healthy for you, your rating goes down. And depending on your rating, you can be denied access to certain things like hotels or plane tickets or train tickets or buying a new car or buying a new home. They can deny you based on these ratings. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Reminds me of that video game you've been playing, you know, with...
Beholder.
Beholder, yeah, I was just thinking of that, you know, like, geez, you know?
Yeah, because they literally can track you. Like, there was a guy, I remember reading an article, like, I think somebody went over there and did an interview to, like, a bunch of people. And they interviewed this guy who said that because of his rating, he couldn't buy an airplane ticket to fly. He was like, I can't buy an airplane ticket. I got denied an airplane ticket because it said my rating was too low, and I wasn't allowed to fly on that airline.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, fuck, dude.
Says one day that'll be us.
Yeah. Revenue of 2017 for Tencent was $237 billion.
Damn.
That's it?
Operating income, $90 billion. Yep. Total assets, $554 billion.
So if you guys just want to get rich, just put a bunch of investments in Tencent. All sorts of companies.
Just put it into Tencent.
Like Tencent, yeah, that's where I'm going to
put $1 into Tencent.
Just buy Tencent stock.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's all I have, guys.
And that's it for the news.
Questions?
That's it for the news.
We have questions. Do you have a question?
No, I don't have any questions. But also, people, real quick, before we go to the questions, I want you to head over to, if you got a chance after the show is over here, head on over to our voting for Game of the Year show. I'll leave the link in the show notes. It'll say Game of the Year voting. Go here. And you click on that, and it'll take you straight to a web browser on your device, whether you're listening on PC, on a phone, or a tablet, or whatever. You get to vote. It's a Google Doc. You simply get on there and you vote different categories for different games. We have a list there. If a game is not listed on the list that you want to vote for, you simply write it in the other line. You click other, and it'll make you write something. You write whatever you're voting for in there. Yeah, got lots of votes. Voting. We need more votes. Voting will end next week. Sunday, December the 23rd will be the last day you can vote, because that is the day we're doing the Game of the Year show, right, guys? Right. Game of
yes,
the Year.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Game of the Year 2018. We're going to get a lot of fights. I feel like.
And also, if you don't see a category in there that you think that should be, contact one of us.
Yeah, I'll add it if you want. If you really want a category,
Normally, that's like the night of the show. We freaking come up with a bunch of other categories.
We will.
Yeah,
will.
we
I'm
gotta
pretty
make our
sure we
own.
will.
Sure,
We'll make our
man.
fucking own. Our best fish technology.
Yeah.
Best water tech. We'll come up with our own. We got to have best water tech. We know Sea of Thieves is going to win that one. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw Fortnite do it with, what do we, they need to win. Okay, best ongoing game. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll come up with our own shit on the show, but we'll be listening. We'll be saying what you guys voted for in the polls and all that good stuff. So go vote, people. Please go vote. I really appreciate it. And you can vote for your favorite host of the show. Do that. Yeah.
Gunny Chief.
No. Anyways, Gunny, go to the questions. Question time.
Questions. Community questions.
Mm-hmm.
Our first one's from Brian Tope Jr.
Brian Tope.
He says, am I in the minority, but I just don't see that much of a difference from the S to the X to justify the extra $300. Jesus, you know this better. You've had both.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Eric. If you've had both consoles.
I jumped from your OG Xbox One to One X. I mean, he'll see a difference if he has a 4K TV, but if you have a normal 1080p TV, I mean, I don't think he will see a huge difference. There'll be a very mild difference, but if you upgrade to a 4K,
you're
TV,
still going to see a difference,
it.
though. I think you should still be seeing a difference in loading times and how fast the dashboard runs and all that shit. He should definitely be seeing a difference in graphics in terms of how clean the image is looking on your screen. I mean, maybe it depends. It also depends how far you sit from your TV. If you sit really far from your TV, you're not going to notice the difference. You're just not. Even in 4K, from 1080p to 4K, from a huge distance, if your eyes, especially your old Brian, your eyes are all fucked up, you can't see very well. I mean, that can really affect how you see the image. And maybe get up close to your TV. Sit 2 feet from it, then see the difference.
He just called you old, Brian.
Yeah, fuck
Old man Brian.
So if you voted for him for best host,
you better vote for me, because I'm the one who's going to call him blind. I'm telling him the truth.
Is that an extra 300? I mean, we're talking, what, 200 for an S?
It's 200 difference, not 300 difference.
He's in Canada land, so maybe it is that much in Canada bucks.
I mean, the X is still selling here for 400, so it should be up there for what, 500, 600?
Yeah.
Normally priced at what, 700, 800, whatever? I don't know. Fucking Canadian monopoly money. I don't understand that.
Yeah, because one of the things we see most common, I wouldn't say it's common, but if you have Amazon, or I'm not sure if Netflix does it, where we do see a lot of HDR enabled shows. You can actually watch them where you need actual assets, through a disc to watch like 4K content or something. But I don't know. Good question. Anyway, he does have another question. He says, "Who do you wish you were a spokesperson for, and what would you benefit for being that spokesperson?" I don't know, I'm trying to think. No.
For anything? I could be a spokesperson for anything?
Anyone. Yeah, who would it be?
Anything.
Celebrity?
Anything, huh? Anyone.
Anybody high in the government? I don't know.
Good question.
Dude, I am horrible at public speaking, so I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to
quit on the job?
I wouldn't even apply, bro.
Damn.
I'd start shaking like I'm freaking hype. What is that? I'm just start shaking because I'm just freaking out because I'm nervous.
I would be geez.
I'll be a spokesperson for Gunny here.
Damn.
There you go. Yeah, because I can't do public speaking. So
Can you be a
you'll
spokesperson
take over
for me?
But what would be your benefit, though?
Fucking.
What's that?
What would be your benefit for being my spokesperson? What could I possibly offer? Free games?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of like what big companies. I don't know. Maybe.
I want to be a spokesperson for a car company. Which car company?
Oh, there you
I
go.
don't fucking
Lamborghini.
know. Yeah,
Maybe
give
Ferrari.
me Lamborghini spokesperson.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Or
I would do Tesla, man. Tesla for sure.
Yeah, some kind of company.
I want
yeah,
a Tesla so
Fuck
bad.
yeah, give me a free car.
Could be Elon Musk person.
There you go. Be Elon Musk a spokesperson because you could be a spokesperson
There
for
you go.
SpaceX, for Tesla,
Boring company.
for his boring company, for all that shit. Fuck
I'll do it for the boring company.
How high do you want to get, Elon?
For
Go
SpaceX.
ahead, smoke all the joints you want on any podcast. I'll speak for you. It's Yep.
Yeah. Maybe, gosh.
Dude, I
I'm
would do
thinking-
it for a Tesla. Heck yeah. I'd be
thinking-
a spokesperson for him for a Tesla.
Why
What
not?
about for Apple? I mean,
Yeah.
I would
What do
be
you get from
Jeff.
Apple? Phones, computers.
All
Because
Apple
Jeff
products.
is like a gazillionaire. No, who's the one for Amazon? Is that Jeff or I forgot his name? Because then I can just order anything I want. Amazon, there we go. Amazon spokesperson. Order anything I want.
So basically get anything for free.
I don't know about anything. I'd get like a 50% discount. How about that? I'm just making shit up here. Let's go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, free shipping. Obviously, it's going to be with Prime, but
What if they offered you 60% off, but no free shipping? You had to pay the shipping.
easy. Yeah, that would be dope. I'll take it because then I can buy stuff and resell it and make money.
What if it was 59%?
I'd still do
way too
it.
technical there.
What about 58%?
Okay, now you're cutting it close. I may just not take the job.
All
No go.
so his cutoff point is 59%.
There you go. That's my offer. I'll meet you at that offer.
All right.
Hey, speaking of community questions, we've got one from Will Piper.
Okay.
Paper or plastic, he asks. What's up, Will?
Paper.
I like plastic. If I'm thinking bags, I'm thinking plastic. Bring the old plastic bags back. They're just easier to carry. Right? And then you can just put more trash in it, too, if you need them.
Jesus, paper or plastic?
Take your pick.
Plastic.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We don't care about the environment.
Fuck paper. Fuck paper. I want all the oil-based products in the world. Plastic, everything. Next question.
Do it. Robbie Wheat. Robbie, what's up? If one person could come onto your podcast to talk to you about games, who would you want it to be and why?
Joe Rogan.
Why?
Does Joe know video games?
I'm sure he does.
He's usually talking
Talking
about
about DMT
other
and
stuff,
shit.
wrestling,
You
and
want to
everything
smoke some
else,
DMT or...
fighting.
I think having a conversation with Joe Rogan, because it would get deep,
Super deep, huh?
and then you'd be like questioning your life, like
Yeah.
I don't
Should
want
I-
to question my life, bro.
like should I really be doing this with my life right now? Like Joe Rogan just like changed my whole perspective on things. Maybe I'd like to talk to Phil Spencer,
Yeah, I feel like that would
dig
be a
into
good
his
one.
mind.
I want Greg Miller on the show.
You want Greg Miller? Why do you want Greg Miller on the show?
He's just real passionate about games, and
There's that.
I don't so much listen to the podcast, but his daily show's pretty good.
He's loud. He's loud.
Yeah.
And annoying. I like Greg Miller, but there's too much. There's the dude on Beyond, Max Scoville. He's a pretty fun guy.
Yeah.
I think he'd be fun to talk to.
Yeah. Why not? We have all of them on here.
Yeah, maybe Ryan McCaffrey from Podcast Unlocked. Yeah, be good.
Why not? Why not?
Why the frick not?
Hey, it says here, Robbie does have another question. If Microsoft sent you a message saying that you had to change your gamer tag permanently, what would you change it to and why?
Oh man,
Fuck,
they've already
remember.
sent me that. I've had to change my name like 6 times.
I know already.
What is it? What is it going to be, Jesus, you said?
Jesus talks a lot.
There you go. I have no idea with mine.
I'm changing one
If he has
letter.
to change it, if he has to change it again, it's going to be Jesus runs a lot.
Just keep Jesus in it the whole time.
The whole Jesus something. The Jesus.
Your name
And
your
a
name
lot's always
is,
going to be in there. So
religious,
just change the middle
but
name.
We cannot have your name.
That was Sony, dude. Sony told me that. I cannot put Jesus in my gamer tag on Sony PlayStation. I can't.
Were you like, it's my name though?
I'm offended. I'm super offended by Sony Interactive.
And that's why you
Entertainment.
keep buying a system and selling it.
Yep, because of that
Yeah.
reason. I'm making their sales numbers go up because I'm
And only
fucking
buying used.
I'm only
supporting the company.
gonna buy used systems from now on.
And you know
Fuck
what?
them.
Also, you're not. And you know what? I need to play VR. I'm going to borrow it. That's
Yep.
what I'm going to do.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young and naive. My gamer tag was baking babies,
Yeah.
and I had to change it 6 times, but I changed it like 6 different ways of spelling baking babies, and everyone kept getting offended.
Let me guess. At one point, you probably had bacon babies.
Let me think. So I had like the normal baking, like Baking.
Yeah.
I did the bacon, the Bakin. I did bacon with Bakn. What was another one? I can't remember.
This
I
was
think
on PlayStation or Xbox.
My friend had an account, Xbox, and my friend had an account. It was Bashing Babies. I had another friend. His was Cooking Babies. And I was Baking Babies. We called ourselves the Baby Clan.
Oh shit.
Microsoft
Okay.
didn't like it. They kept telling me I had to change my name. I'm like, well, I'll change it again. I kept changing it for free.
Oh
But
my God.
I don't know what I would change it to on Xbox. I might just go like Epic Irk, unfortunately.
That's pretty dumb.
Just spell
It
it
is
differently. Yeah.
Fucking dumb as shit.
It is. It's dumb.
Who would
It's a dumb
fucking
name.
do that? That's so fucking dumb. Oh my goodness.
I have
Dave?
no idea. I'm terrible at naming things, especially when I'm creating a game. Like, what do you want your name to be? You know? I'm always like, I don't fucking know.
Yours would need to be Old Man Gunny.
Yeah. Oh man, goody.
I think I'm going to change it to that.
Old Man Gunny.
Do it. Just do it. Just old.
Mine-
Don't even spell old right. Just put old. Like oh.
Old Man Gunny.
Old man Gunny coming down here.
You here?
You're
I'm
here.
going to go do that right now. I'm going to search over here on
I'm gonna
Xbox.
spend
Take a
$5
look.
changing his name.
$10, Gunny. $9.99. Change
All right.
your name.
Just do it.
I'm going to go look right
I
now.
had
Yeah,
it-
someone
if
in
I-
the community is
if I-
going to take that name now because you
Hurry
didn't move
up.
fast enough.
If I had to change my name, I'll just do the ST and then Nips.
Ooh.
Just Saint Nips.
That's good. I like that.
That's pretty
Saint
good.
Nips. I
Yeah.
already get called Saint Nips or Nips. Anyway, frickin' Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Nips?
That's what he
Nips.
sounds like too.
What's up, Nips?
Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. Next question.
Next one. Robbie Witt again. So what? I'm assuming he's asking, what did you buy me for Christmas?
Wait, what?
What did you buy? What did we buy him for Christmas?
Who?
Robbie, he wants to know what we bought him for Christmas.
I haven't gone Christmas shopping yet.
Unless he was talking to somebody else, but it looks like it's a question for the community.
No, nothing.
No, nothing, Robbie. Sorry. We bought you a special episode right here.
Yeah, for you. Merry Christmas.
And next question. Will again, what's up? He says cream or sugar. We only get one choice, just cream or sugar. I don't get sweet and low because that would be my choice. But if I had to, I'd have to go with sugar. No whipped cream. No half and half.
I normally put cream and sugar in my coffee. Actually, lately I've been mixing it with hot chocolate.
Ooh, yeah.
No, never thought of
Yeah,
it.
so I don't even need cream or sugar.
So wait, so you're talking about in your coffee you put hot chocolate?
Yeah, I fill it half with coffee and then half hot chocolate. And I don't even need cream or sugar.
I'm going to try that tomorrow.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
Because I've got both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go both too. Sugar and cream. Ooh.
But if you had one choice...
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Come on. It's got to be sweet, though, right? I mean, the obvious choice is sugar.
Cream has sugar
because
in it.
Because cream, you can get it flavored and shit. Or whatever.
Oh, that's true. I've done that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Flavor it up, bro.
Get the cinnamon, hazelnut.
Sugar is just fucking sugar. I mean, that shit's just sugar. I mean,
yeah,
not much you can do there.
Yeah, it's going to still be a bitter taste, too.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't fucking want that there. You want sweet tasting coffee.
Alrighty, next question from Matt. He says Skittles or M&Ms. We got a lot of food questions here.
M&Ms. What the hell? What's going on?
M&Ms all day. Actually, peanut butter M&Ms all day.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'll just go with straight M&Ms or
I like
even
both
the
a
peanut
lot.
M&Ms.
Actually, I like both a lot. I like Skittles and M&Ms. But
what about
if the world ended and I could only find a factory of one, I'd probably want the M&M factory.
Yeah, the one in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hell yeah. Give me that.
Wherever. I don't know where it is, but yeah, that one.
That's a fun place, Hershey. It's got its own amusement park. Yeah, Hershey, Pennsylvania, the actual town. Delicious. What about white chocolate M&Ms, Eric?
I've never had them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Just give me the straight up dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
No, I'd regular dark chocolate, not white chocolate M&Ms or white chocolate anything, really.
White chocolate is pretty good, though. It's just really, really sweet sometimes. Really.
I went to the store today.
I like dark chocolate. I despise dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate can taste like ass sometimes.
Dude, it's just so bitter and ugh.
It's for old people.
Semi-sweet or whatever. Bitter? No.
Hershey's actually just came out with a gold chocolate.
What?
It's
do what now?
That's what they're saying. It's saying gold chocolate.
Okay.
So it's just I think it's like a pretzel and I think so, like a pretzel and something else.
Oh, wait, I've had those. The Hershey's Gold Bars or whatever.
Yeah.
I've had them. They're pretty fucking good. It's like it's not really gold. I mean, it's
white
like
chocolate with pretzel, right?
It's like white. It's like white chocolate or with like caramel in it inside the chocolate, like mixed with it to makes it like golden color. But it also has pretzels in it. It's pretty fucking good. It's like salty, but yet sweet, but yet salty.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Right.
Fucking good, Gunny. How dare you?
God damn it.
How
See, I went to the store today.
You?
I went to the store today. The wife's like, I need white chocolate chunks. And I'm like, well, I found white chocolate chips. She's like, that's not going to work. I'm like, what's the difference? It's white chocolate.
Have you guys had the caramel M&Ms? They have the caramel and chocolate.
Yeah. Those are not good, though. I don't really like it much.
Oh, okay.
I need something sweet
now.
now.
The peanut butter ones are better. And which one's the peanut M&Ms are pretty good, too.
Yeah. Damn, I got a sweet tooth. Alrighty. Last question from the Mayo. So the Gunny Chief. Is the Gunny Chief going to be the PC Master Race voice for the show with this new hardware? I bought some new hardware, guys.
What'd you get?
I've upgraded my PC. I probably have to whisper because I know the wife already got it for me because I can't open it until Christmas. Basically, I got a new monitor. It's like this, what the hell is it? Let me see here real quick. I'll pull it up. I'm just going to go to pictures and, okay, it is the Asus ROG Swift 1440p 1MS 165 hertz with the G-Sync gaming monitor. So
I feel confused right now. I feel like I have a mental disorder.
All right, listen up here, Mr. Console. All right, so it's got one millisecond, man. That means I can kick your ass in Halo now. Both of y'all.
You can't. I fucking challenge you, motherfucker.
We're going to get on there, Windows 10. I'm going to be fastest with the hertz and the milliseconds with
challenge
how long it takes my bullet to get to your face.
I don't give a fuck how long it takes. I'll have I'm going to add lag to my TV. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it so laggy.
Challenge. All right.
He's gonna beat you with all the lag in the world.
Yep. I'm going to lag switch my own console. Just fucking lag switch myself.
The other one I bought was the EVGA GeForce GTX 1070 Ti, ultra silent, 8GB GDR5. Bam. Can't wait to install these items in my new PC. Well,
and then you're going to realize you need to upgrade something else on your PC because it's not working right with the new graphics card and the new monitor. So you need to upgrade that too, and you got to spend more money to upgrade that. And then by the time you upgrade that, you realize that you could have bought the 1080 Ti for much cheaper than you bought the 1070. So you're going to return the 1070, order the 1080, and then you're going to realize the 1080 is not as good as the 1070. So you're going to want the 1070 back. They're going to be like, no, Gunny, you already paid for that one. You get sent that one back. We sent you that one. You're going to be pissed, or you're going to be like, fuck PC gaming is shitty. And then we're going to tell you we told you so.
Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I'm going to be the king with all this new PC hardware. I'll be top dog.
How about that? How many teraflops does your PC do, Gunny?
I don't know, but it's going to be fast.
Is it 20 teraflops? How many teraflops?
I don't think it measures in that.
It does measure all PCs. Everything PC measures in teraflops, Gunny.
Now, here's the thing also. Like, I've only got the 16 gigs of memory. Do I need 32? Do I need to up?
You need 75.
Do I need to work a second job?
75 is the new standard for the next-gen systems.
Damn, PC. Dude. I went and looked at, like, so the monitor is top of the line. Like, that was, like, the number one. Mm-hmm. So I was fine, I'll get that one. But they had more expensive shit, man. They had, like, they don't have, like, true HDR monitors that I saw from videos that I watched. But they do have 4K, and those things were running, like, $1,200 a pop.
You should have got one.
Damn, no way. That was hella expensive. That was like twice as much as what I paid
fucking K. All 4K. The Ks.
Damn.
Then you would have had to get like one of those new the 2080 Ti's or whatever they're fucking called.
Yeah. So they had so they had the 2080 Ti's, and those were like the same price or a little bit more than what I paid for the 1070. It's just so confusing with all these fucking choices for PC. And yeah, I would need probably like a tower PC to probably upgrade those. And it's a little scary because I'm like, am I going to need more power? Am I going to need another freaking like...
Let's do the math here, boys. Let's do the math. So, Gunny, how much did your new 1070 and the new monitor cost?
So the wife bought them for Christmas, but I want to say, I don't know. How much? $1,100?
$1,100 for both, right?
Yes.
How much did your PC cost altogether when you paid for it?
Okay, so altogether, I'm going to go with $1,800.
That's with like when you first bought it, right?
That's when I first bought it. That was like with everything, but that included like, the mic that I'm talking on, the camera, right. Some more cables.
All right. So you got
speakers.
$1,800. Okay. All right. Now, how long would you say you've played your PC? Like how many hours you've put into it?
Gosh. In the last 2 years, maybe 500, maybe.
So 500.
I'm gonna go 400. Let's go 400 hours.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you've put 400 hours, right? So you said altogether it would have been around. So it's 1,100 for the new stuff, plus 1,800 for the old stuff. That's around 2,900, right? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to divide that by your 400 number. That's 7.25 per hour of entertainment that you've paid.
Wow.
Let's go to your Xbox One X. That was $500.
Yeah.
All right. Let's divide that by how many hours do you think you've put into your Xbox One since you got it?
Gosh. Man, okay, so we're going to include like the X. Well, just the X, right?
Well, whatever. Yeah, we'll just do the X then.
Yeah, just the X. Gosh, well over 1,200 hours, maybe. Yeah.
So for the Xbox One X, it has cost you 41 cents an hour for the entertainment you've paid for it, while your PC has cost you $7.25 per hour. Look at that difference, Gunny. $7.25 to 41 cents, Gunny. What are you doing?
I don't know. I wanted that PS4. I really wanted that Pro.
What are you doing with your life? What are you doing right now, Gunny? You could have bought a PS4 Pro.
To be realistic, I was not able to buy the PS4 Pro because...
What the fuck you mean? You just spent $1,100 on a new fucking setup.
I needed to upgrade.
You could have kept that same PC running games at a pretty decent... whatever the fuck you're running them on. And you could have had the PS4 Pro as well with the exclusives that PlayStation offers for like...
I think you should just
$700 cheaper, Gunny.
Yeah, I know. And you could have told
your wife, "Give me the $700 so I could buy $700 worth of games for my PS4," and then you would have been able to buy the PSVR for $200. You would have had $500 left, and you would have been able to buy $500 worth of new games for your new PS4 Pro. That's a lot of games.
Exactly. Yeah, and it just comes down to like time. Time management, really. Where I could go out and buy 2 PS4 Pros, like boom, easy,
Yo, if you want to buy 2, give me one.
Yeah, give me one too. Give me 2. Yeah, buy 2 and give them to us.
No, really, it just comes down to time. Like where management is where I spend my time. Family, podcast, work, things like that. So the wife was like, I don't care if you upgrade the visuals on your computer because, does that mean you're going to spend more time playing on the computer?
Dude, I think you just sell it. I say sell the computer.
Well, hell no.
It's costing you $7.25 per hour, bro, to enjoy entertainment on there.
Yeah, you play more on your Xbox than you do.
Way more. You play, according to yourself, you play about 800 more hours on your fucking Xbox than you do on your PC.
Right, and I have a lot more games.
You could be playing 1,400 hours on your Xbox and just get rid of the PC.
Yeah. And then buy a Pro and have the PlayStation
and then you would have the exclusives. It doesn't matter. You would have a Pro.
You have the Switch. Whoop-de-frickin' do.
And an Xbox. You would have all 3 of the major consoles.
Bro, you could play God of War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, Last of Us 2 when it comes out, The Ghost of Tsushima when that comes out. Dude, Days Gone, which I'm really excited for.
I'm just giving you shit.
Look at his face. He's like, man, maybe I should sell my PC.
God damn, they're right.
They're freaking right.
Console gaming is the way to go.
I play my indie games. This is where I play my indie games
is the way to go,
Bro,
Gunny.
you can get indie games on the PlayStation and on the Xbox.
Yeah.
That's true, and on the Switch, they have a lot of indie games.
Yep. The Switch has all the PC exclusive fucking indies you can think of.
You know what? Jesus, you know what I forgot? I got so wrapped up. I did play a game on my PC.
Oh, wow, what'd you play?
A real indie game.
Let's see.
This is a real power-hungry game.
Bullshit ass indie that he $1,800 for to play. Let's listen to this.
So. It's called Book of Demons.
Oh wow! Such a great fucking title, Gunny. You paid $1,800 to play Book of Demons.
And so check this out. I'm just gonna run down to the bottom here where it says it has paper cut characters style.
Oh whoa! Advanced
so yeah, I saw this. It popped up on my Steam account because I bought
a free fucking title. They give this shit away to you or something.
Pretty much. Well, it says you play Darkest Dungeon, so. Since you played that, you get 66% off this game. So, I mean, it was only like $7 for this game. So I'm like, hell yeah, I got to play this PC, This will really come in handy when I get that 1440p.
I bet it will.
It probably won't run in 40p, but anyway. So it's a hack and slash dungeon crawler. Nothing near like frickin' Doom or anything like that, Yeah. But it's a fun little hack and slash game. It has a game mode which I thought was pretty cool called Flexoscope. Basically, this is like, hey, where you can play a short session, or you can play like a game that's even longer, like a 30-minute session, which I thought, I've never seen that before. So, but I think it's just more about like, different game mode, just playing a different type of session of what you're doing.
I think what we need to do is put a new poll on the Discord thing and say, should Gunny sell his PC? Yes or no?
I would bet
most people even upgraded
yes.
it yet.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, should it be Gunny should sell his PC and get a PS4?
Yep.
Yes.
You're gonna say yes, even more.
How much could you sell that PC for right now with that new monitor?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the new
And the
monitor
new graphics card.
and the
Yeah.
card, gosh, I
fancy
could probably easily get 1,000 for it.
Bro.
What? You paid that just for the PC, just for the monitor and the graphics card.
Right. So yeah,
Why the
you're
fuck would you
taking that
sell it?
out.
Why the fuck would you sell it for 1,000?
I'm just thinking I can get that easy, right? Because but you
Oh, yeah,
know how
well,
people
easy,
are. They're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, how used is it, man? You know? Do you leave it on all the time? So, it'd be like selling TV. How much does it get used? But I'm not going to sell it. Love my PC. I'm upgrading it. I'm going to be playing on it more often.
Upgrading your PC to play fucking $7 Demon Cutter game, whatever the fuck it's called.
Paper cut characters, by the way.
Paper cut characters in your fucking.
Right, so you know that art style.
Oh my goodness.
Right, it's gonna take all
PC
the
gaming,
years of this 1070
guys. I got a 2080 Ti in my PC. I play some Demon Cutter on my. What the fuck? God, you.
Yeah, tune in.
You're like the worst type of PC player in the world. You don't even like play hardcore like PC fucking games like Battlefield and shit like that at max settings. You like, I play Demon Cutters. Mm-hmm.
That's true. That is true.
I think Ryan's right behind
Yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, Ryan's the worst too. Ryan and you are like the two worst types of PC players in the world.
I think I got the same graphics card as he did, except I don't know, it's a little more extra oomph to it, but still. Yeah, I was gonna go with the ultra wide monitor, but no, I just stuck with the regular.
I'm gonna go with the ultra wide monitor to play me some Demon Cutters in 440p. Mm-hmm.
Well, see, if I went with the 4K, I already have the 4K TV. See, with the Xbox.
Yeah, okay.
So it's already set up for that PS4 whenever I get a divorce, right?
You could have got that PS4. You could have got 3 of those PS4s for the same fucking price.
Single,
For the same fucking price
joke.
as the fucking PC stuff you just bought. And would have played it probably way more.
I've just always wanted to get back more into PC gaming, so kind of sucks I won't be able to play those PS4 exclusives.
Okay, Gunny. Well, good luck on your new PC hardware. Hopefully it all works out for you. Oh, man. Just doing that math fucking boggles my mind. 41 cents compared to $7. Over $7 you spent on an hour.
Damn.
That's more than what you paid for some of those Steam games.
PC Master Race, bro.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. PC Master Race. Sorry, sir. Apologize. I'm just a console peasant. Sorry. Sorry, eh? Anyways.
All right. That's all we have for questions.
That's all we have, ladies and gentlemen. You can find me on Xbox Live, Gamertag, Jesus Walk Slot, where, trust me, I get way more than $7 worth of gameplay per hour on my console. And find me on there playing some more Battlefield 5 with the new time to kill changes. We'll see how much shittier I play at that game. And I'll be playing hopefully some more Dead Cells this week. I'm going to try to get back into that here. Some Kingdom 2 Crowns and some of that other shit. Some of those other games. Game of the Year's coming up, dude. I got to wrap up. I got to wrap up some games here. I got to play more Assassin's Creed. I got to see where these games rank on my list.
Do you have a list?
I have a list, and I'm checking it twice.
I have a list too. Yeah, I've been doing that. Do you guys? I got some honorable mentions. You guys got any of those?
Plenty of those.
I got so right now I got I want to say I have 9 out of my 10 games ranked. I have 5 that I have not ranked because I don't know which one deserves a spot.
Oh yeah.
List. So I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Hey, don't forget that Metal Gear came out this year.
Metal Gear Survive?
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Eric. That's a great game to add to my list.
Dude, I heard that today on a podcast, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, the game with the cool menus, but everything else sucked about it. Oh, I remember that game. God.
It feels like it came out forever ago.
It feels like it came out 20 years ago. No one freaking plays it anymore. I wonder how many people actually still play that daily.
There's one person, I think. Well, I don't know if he plays it daily, but
there has to be 5 people that probably play that daily. At least 5.
You think so? At least 5, yeah.
At least 5 people in the world have bought that game and played it daily. Yeah.
Man.
Anyways, that's where you can find me, people. Where can we find you, Gunny?
Oh, you know what? Before you can find me, I did play another game, Jesus, real quick.
God,
It's called Not My Car. It's a beta.
Did you play it on your PC?
I did play that on my PC. Because that's the only place you can play the beta, by the way.
Whoa, exclusive.
Whoa.
PC Master Race exclusive.
Yeah, the PC Master Race is coming out of
Oh,
That's right.
damn.
He's,
But check this
he's
out.
doing this because we were just making fun of him for not playing his PC.
I'm looking
He's like,
right at it.
oh, wait,
forgot to mention
I
it.
remember.
It's basically, I'm just going to keep it simple. It's PUBG with cars.
Okay.
So, and you only get to choose from 2 different vehicles. They're both the same rating. You just go around finding an upgrade for your tires and armor your chassis. And then you just put like a gun on the top of your vehicle, or it could be like a rocket launcher.
Gunny, you're
Pretty
awesome.
But I think it's coming to Xbox. It's got an Xbox controller setup, and it shows an Xbox One controller in the configuration. And that's what I used.
Well, maybe because you were using it detected that you were using an Xbox One controller. It's like, maybe we should show him the layout for the controller because he
What kind
has
of
it
PC
plugged in.
gamer am I with an Xbox One
God.
controller? I tell you. I need to get a Steam
You
controller.
don't even
That's
need
what I'm
the
gonna do
fucking
next.
PC, dude. I'm telling you, like you're even using like a controller to
You're
play
not
these
even
games.
using mouse and keyboard.
What the fuck? You're not even a true master racer, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm a fake one.
Oh, man.
Fucking poser.
He's a fake PC Master Racer. Oh, my goodness.
man.
With
You know where you
good
can find me on the Epic Launcher under Gunny Chief and on Steam. Gunny Chief.
Facebook Marketplace selling his PC.
Oh, I have an Xbox account too, Gunny Chief.
Wait, you mean the Xbox you spent 1,200 hours on your PC?
Yeah, he doesn't even
You
plug his
do.
Steam account. He doesn't plug it at all.
What's
I
your
don't think I've
Steam
ever
there,
heard
Goody?
him-
How many
Yeah.
fucking hours do you have played on Steam? 2 hours?
No, I got a lot of hours in Steam, man.
Oh no, I got 10 hours.
Yeah, more like 9.5 hours in there.
Totally worth it, boys.
Totally worth it.
$3,000 of a PC. Totally worth it,
what?
boys.
You are the John of freaking PCs, dude. You finish the games and you don't play the games.
Hey, I heard
Just like
Subnautica
whatever.
came out of early access. I don't know if that was just for Xbox, but you can play it on PC
You
as
know
well.
what? You could just stop, dude.
Just
You dug
go-
yourself a
just-
hole, man.
Where do we find you, Eric?
Wait, you know something else, Gunny? You can get some for free on the Epic Game Launcher, exclusive to PC. You got to bring that up. Exclusive.
Oh, that's right. It is exclusively on the PC for free if you log in and download it.
Yep. Exclusive.
I feel like he's getting saucy now. Like,
How about Epic Launcher?
look at his
Fun.
face.
Yeah,
He's getting pissed.
Looking good stuff.
He is so mad right now. Oh, we're bullies.
Check out that Humble Bundle, guys.
We're so bad. You can find me, Epic Irk, on Twitter and PlayStation. Saint Nicholas on Xbox, and that's it for me. I don't play PC.
You want to do math for you too, Eric? How many hours you put into your PlayStation?
Oh
How many
my God.
hours you put into your
More than he
Xbox?
has in his
How much
PC.
did you pay for it? Let's average it out.
I got it free, homie. I got it.
Oh,
Christmas gift
damn,
last year.
damn.
I actually got the Division up right now
Yeah, I see
on my
it.
PlayStation.
You see it. Nice.
Are you looking
Actually-
forward to that Division 2?
I am looking forward to Division 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Again.
system to get it on because I do like it on the PlayStation actually more than on the Xbox.
Why?
I don't know. Huh?
Why?
I don't know. I
Does
think
the
well,
controller feels better or something? Or
yeah, it feels better. And they take advantage of that speaker in the controller.
that's pretty
so
cool. I thought that was always pretty cool. A little touch from
Yeah.
the PlayStation games.
yep. And then my guy's higher rank on here than
That's probably the main reason. You can like it more on the PlayStation.
probably.
Delete your character, and I bet you will like it a lot more on the Xbox.
I want to.
Oh, man. Anyways, people, peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Get Year Show 2018 is coming to you Sunday, December the 23rd. Get ready for a fucking 10-hour spectacular show with special guest Ryan Gibson coming back for the show. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Special guest
Number one
host.
host.
He got downgraded to special guest host.
He's beating everybody at the most loved host.
Right.
He's going to be the special guest host.
You're totally gonna do him dirty like Matt. You're gonna
Oh man, he's
not even
Canadian, dude.
acknowledge him.
He's fucking Canadian. Come on, let's be real here. They're not even real people, I think.
I think the PC community could go vote for me right now.
Oh, whoa. No, Gunny.
That's a lot to ask for.
That's a lot demanding there. Yeah, Mr. PC Master Race.
With controller in hand.
They're like this, rookie.
Fucking, even the PC Master Racers aren't going to vote for you to throw the shit you talked about your shit. 400 hours, Gunny? In 2 years?
Yeah.
That's like 2 hours a month.
I think it's either sell the PC or sell the Xbox.
Let's see which one he'll get rid of first.
Version controls.
Hey guys, make sure you go and vote for the new poll we're gonna put up on Discord. If we're gonna ask if Gunny should sell his PC and buy a PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, bye people. See you next week. Woo!
Bye.